So we return to the 52nd session of the Rose of Red campaign as the motley crew of heroes had just dispatched an assaulting force of a organized and highly motivated orc tribe as Mirok, Dakuta, and Bort sort of forced focus down that enemy. Largo was assaulted by a planer from the plane of order who came to punish him for his transgressions against law. And eventually, you also managed to dismiss that issue, if for just the time being. And when the dust cleared, apparently Bort was the new chief of a tribe of one, or I guess two, counting him. And Largo was left a moment to cast prestidigitation to remove some soil that might have appeared in his pants. But you guys are now out there on this few toes into no man's land between the Fenton line and the Lund line to the south. A stone kill box standing there of Mirok's design, and Bort going hard with a dagger that he expertly backstabbed the inevitable with, but now is using to remove a vaguely similar featured orc head from its shoulders. As another orc just kind of like passively follows him around. Dakuta, from your vantage in the air, you kind of see that box in which you breathe radioactive green dragon breath, and it is just a slurry of melting pork meat and body parts and bones and whatnot.
That's cool.
You're fairly happy that the that the walls are holding that shit in. It's disgusting.
Orc goo.
And the rest of you just kind of surveying the scene. There are several dead orcs laying around outside that kill box. No trace of the inevitable that Largo called Luzagroth anywhere to be seen. Uhtred is lamenting the fact that he can't get a cold ale anywhere in this godforsaken battle camp. But he's not with you guys right now.
Yeah. Okay. Dan, just a quick question. You sound kind of faint on my end. I just want to make sure if it's on my end or your end. Can you guys hear him okay?
I had to turn my volume up to hear him.
Okay. Good. I just wanted to check and make sure where because I know you have like two systems in there.
Yeah, I'm having a little trouble too hearing as well.
The other Aaron gave thumbs up. He said he could hear him okay.
I think, because before I had the camera like right here, and now across the table and on top of so like it's also my microphone. So I'll try to speak up louder. Is this any better?
That is much better, yeah.
Okay. I will try to maintain my theater voice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we've just like wiped out these guys. Largo's probably pretty fucked up, so I guess I would go heal him. That'd be the first thing I'd do.
I believe he's down about 36 hit points.
36, you say? Well, I'm gonna channel positive energy twice then.
Depending on how much time I have on my fly, I'd probably take a little loop around without venturing too far.
All right. What is your concept of too far?
48.
So we're still on our side of the line. Where are we on battle lines wise?
The entire fight took place for the most part just south of the Senton line. So it is technically in the no man's land between two sets of trenches. Yeah, and Mirak, I'm assuming you're getting Bort in this as well because he got a pretty.
Yeah. So
Is there any
I'll be over there too.
what were you gonna say, Yanni?
is there any way I can get in on that? I'm down 41. I could use it.
So yeah, I'm doing a life burst. So if you're within 30 feet of me, you're good. I rolled up my dice. Everyone who's within 30 feet of me heals 43 hit points.
Yeah, there you go.
Back to full. Awesome.
How wide is no man's land?
About a half a mile.
Okay, well, it wouldn't be near that. I wouldn't go out much more than 100 foot from where we were.
Dan, could I do some sort of maybe knowledge history or something, given Yanni's background? Just try to think if there might be more coming to this location, or if they might be trying to attack somewhere else.
Sure.
It's 30.
30. This looked like, and in comparison to some of the other proddings and maneuvers that have happened over the last couple days, this seemed like a very concerted effort. Now, the thing is, you guys are off in this pretty distant location on the west end of the front. Largo has that Falconer early warning system set up, but all of the Falcons are in the central location near the command tower. So it very easily, could be a case that they planned more than one assault at the same time. But where you guys are right now, you have no way of really knowing what else might be happening 2 miles down the line towards the east.
Yeah, I think we should book it back to the central command area.
Yeah.
Do we want to use haste? We could also use Largo's horse thing, but I'm reticent to use any of his spells while he's not here.
Didn't we leave like Uhtred and Godric or something back?
They
when we
are
said-
there. Could we do like a sending thing?
That's
Just to
what I'm
contact
wondering.
him and see.
I'm wondering if I could just do like a message.
What do you want to say?
Message is like hundreds of feet. You're about a mile and a half away.
Yeah.
I
From
think we should just go back.
Like minutes.
Yeah. I think it would be good if we just rode.
Let's see. So if for what you guys have here, the Juro, Bort, Mirak, Bakuda, we'll go ahead and say that Largo summons mounts. He does a communal summon mount to get 4 mounts. That'll traverse you back. That'll get you back to the command post in about 10 minutes as opposed to closer to 20, 25.
Okay.
But it's like, I think it's like a second or a third level spell for him. It's not really a big deal.
Okay.
So we'll say that he does that. And I think he'd also like to expedite the return as quickly as possible.
Cool.
Meanwhile, Uhtred, you're hanging out with Otis and Godric and just kind of like staring at the Falcons, waiting for one of them to scream. That ain't the one that everybody else ran off to involve themselves with. Because you stayed behind just in case there was a secondary attack. And those Falcons are just sitting there.
Which you can tell we made that choice only because you weren't here, because of course Uhtred would not stay behind when there's possibility of a battle.
Uh-huh.
Be death.
I imagine it was a draw straw kind of thing. It was
Yeah.
a short straw and cost quite a bit about it. So, yeah, you guys return to the command tower after about 10 minutes of hard ride, and you get back there, and it seems all quiet. Nothing out of the ordinary. But yeah, Yanni, you're thinking that was a concerted effort to break the line, and with that number of orcs crossing there, they probably could have cleared a good, quarter mile of the line with that force, and opened up a big hole that additional troops could have walked through. So. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to do concerted efforts to break a line so they can move a larger force through without being impeded. Or at least that was the function of that attempt.
Okay. Did we ever get a number of what that force was?
It's really hard to count bodies given the slurry that is in the stone box right now. At a glance, as the force was moving across the field, probably in the 50 to 80 were in that small army.
Okay.
Additionally, the chieftain that Fort has dismembered was wearing what appears to be a high quality breastplate and very nice two-handed sword.
We'll take that at Fort.
I'm assuming you guys should time with it. They are. If Dakuda wants to give me the spellcraft check, so you can identify those things.
What was
Yeah.
it? Two items?
Breastplate and a falchion.
Yep.
38 and 33.
It's a +2 breastplate, +2 falchion. Pretty simple, but
Nice.
As far as what you could tell on the rest of them, they were wearing like hide armor, carrying wooden shields. They had scimitars. Kind of standard compared to what you're seeing with most of this army, just like mass-produced, fairly crude iron weapons and gear.
Yeah, but now all that's being like rendered off in like the impromptu tannery that Dakuda and I made.
What's Godric's armor?
Godric's got a mithril.
What a +2 breastplate is that?
He's got an extremely high dexterity with breastplate.
I'm probably gonna tell Uhtred everything that happened when we get back. I'm gonna be talking about boxes and Bort's uncle was there, and really just laying it on thick.
I don't know if Bort explained at all that there was.
That's true. I don't know that. I just tell you that Bort had a showdown with a dude, and like that head he's carrying, that's that dude, man.
No, you were close enough near the end where I would say you did hear something about, no half work of my blood.
Oh,
And, there was enough there that you were like, there's something between these two guys that
Yep.
that you're not aware of, and that Bort's not sharing. But
yeah. So I tell you about the battle, Uhtred, and then I lean in real quiet. I'm just like, it seemed to be a family affair. And then I go about my business.
Is Bort's new subordinate with us?
Daryl.
yeah,
Daryl. Yeah, we need to pump that guy for intel.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going with that.
Hell yeah.
or,
Dan, this guy's actual name is like Garrick or something.
Garog.
Garrog. We call him Daryl.
He doesn't answer to Daryl. Mostly, you're getting the impression not because it offends him or bothers him. He just doesn't recognize it being his name. So, and you guys start pumping him for information, and you realize this is a really shallow well. You're fairly certain he can't count past 15. And he has trouble with the last couple numbers there. And for the most part, he's just been kept in the dark as to what he's supposed to do, as opposed aside from like pointed in a certain direction and swinging a sword.
This could be a stupid question, but Yanni's going to ask Dakuta if he can use the previous work chief's head for anything to get any information from.
There is a spell it's like speak to dead where you can ask like yes, no questions.
I don't know.
Muted Scott.
It's nothing.
What?
I don't have anything, but if I did some research, I might be able to come up with something I could Paragon search and try. But I don't dabble in the dark arts so much.
Warranted.
Well,
Yeah, no, Speak with the Dead is a divine spell, so it wouldn't be available to.
That'd be Mirok.
yeah, I've seen it on my spell list. I've debated taking it a number of times just because we often kill people that we meant to ask questions. But then I was like, well, I can do Breath of Life. So if I can just get there quick enough.
And then you have Fort going and removing their head from their body.
Yep. No. Well, I mean, Daryl's not very useful, so I think. I mean, what do you guys think?
You send Daryl back with Largo in his pocket. No, I'm just kidding.
Daryl's with Bort now. He is part of the smallest clan.
It does beg the question, though, if we could use him as a mole somehow.
We could use him to get close to somebody and then scry through him, or use him as an anchor for a teleport.
As far as the first one, the last time we sent any people back to this army, they
that's true.
fucked them up. So
That's true.
Yep.
I don't think he's ever going back.
That's fair.
That's true.
And I think in general, this is more Bort's call than
Yeah.
anybody else's. So we'll wait until Ross comes back and weigh in exactly what he wants to do with his new manservant.
Scott, do you have any ability to make another platinum coin for that area that we were at? In case there's another incursion there, we can teleport back.
I was gonna say, I think we were short 2 for 2 full teleports, but 2 people didn't go, so we should have
Okay.
at least 1 full group's worth of coins. And I don't remember how long it took me to make those before.
It was instant.
Yeah, you just need to cast Paragon Surge to get the spell Fabricate.
Okay, fabricate. Okay.
And then you just,
I thought it was something like that.
yeah, you just put the platinum on the table, cast a spell, will it to be a certain thing, and it
Gotcha.
Godric, I'm pretty sure had 2 coins. So if you want to take one from Godric, and give him, 40 or 50 gold pieces, in compensation for that. Because each platinum token was 50 gold pieces worth of platinum. So I think Godric had made 2. The rest of you made 2 except for Murok and Uhtred. Uhtred made 2, but 1 for Otis and 1 for himself. So I think Godric has a spare. And if Murok wants it, then he should probably give compensation for the cost.
Okay, we can cross that bridge, I guess, if the situation arises.
Yeah.
If we do get to that point, Yanni would like to offer to pay for Marok's next coins if he heals him.
Excellent.
What's fair is fair.
Someone finally gets it.
I have plenty of gold to myself.
I guess, I mean, yes, I guess we're waiting for a hawk or something to happen.
I was gonna say, are we planning on going fully defensive on this, or did we have any intention of?
We're probably gonna
Offensive.
roll offense.
Yeah, my thought is to do the exact opposite of what Uhtred just said.
I mean, I'd be down for some behind enemy line shit, but I think that we should have a full party of players here for that.
Yeah.
I'd be down for us doing like what they were doing, like punching a hole in their line in a strategic spot with some folks ready to kind of.
Dakota would not, except from a distance.
I feel like, I mean, strategically, right? That's our role, though, is defense. We're protecting land that we hold.
Right.
Yeah,
they have to come to us. So that is
Well,
kind of an advantage we do have.
I mean, they're just held together from strength of Dragon Lady. So obviously the cutting the head off thing is the option. However, that is just about as scary as going against the whole army. So
yeah, she fucked us up.
Yeah, and Yanni, you're a significant part of this conversation, is that generally speaking, when you are defending, you have far less casualties than when you are on the offense. So most of the generals involved in this are more interested in playing a defensive posture. Not to mention, you guys have a city behind you, you have supply line, you have, you're prepared for this. The orcs are, as far as you are aware, probably far less capable in supply, in logistics, and so on. So every day that there's a stalemate is a win for Sentin and a defeat for Lund. So the morale is weakening on their side. You assume, you obviously don't have, direct information on this. But basically, yeah, the Sentin forces want to hold until the Lund forces break, and then mop up what's left, force Lund back to Lund, and try to contain them there. But mounting an offensive is a risky maneuver. They're not about to tell you guys what to do, but if you're going to go in and do something, there's not a strong volunteer spirit to follow you in that.
no,
esprit de corps.
Yeah, Dakota very much is not really interested in that, but since we were discussing things, just wanted to go ahead and push that off the table. I just wanted to make sure that was everybody's,
Uhtred
except for Uhtred.
had straightforward.
Everybody except for Uhtred, I mean.
I wonder if we have got to a place yet, and it could be too soon, but if we could call for maybe some sort of parlay. I know the Dragon Lady probably wouldn't really go for such a thing, but
I mean, we're kicking their ass right now.
so I mean, my thought is though, do we, loss of life, we want to keep that to a minimum. So it's like, do we want to just have people die for no reason? This is me just being a kind, good-natured monk that I am.
Sure. Well, Mirok's he's talking about winning the war, driving them back to the swamps of Lund, establishing irrigation systems to drain the swamps, moving in further. Like, he's talking full pushing them off the island.
I'm with Mirok naturally.
But that's just dwarves,
Also,
We're like, you can't reason with them. You can't parlay with them. You can only kill them.
and Uhtred and Glenn are back this session. We trying to get bloody. So whatever you guys want to do, but let's kill them all.
So no parlay then. Got it.
I don't think at this stage. I think we got to do some more ass kicking before they'll even consider coming to the table.
That's fair. And honestly, we probably wouldn't get anything from it even at a later stage. That's just the vibe I'm getting from the army. But any chance to save a life.
More heads on pikes is what I'm saying.
Tomato.
Poison
I
their
think
pride.
even their quest of parlay may actually add to their morale. They want to talk.
Also, we
Very
could
good
set a
point.
trap in the parlay and try to kill Dragon Lady, which could blow up in our faces, but big risk, big reward.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ready for her.
Fair.
But like, that might just be trauma because she beat the living shit out of us.
Well,
You're a
Uhtred
better
got
man
to
than you
go
were
to
then.
School, so
True, level 10.
Uhtred about killed her with a stool. So I don't know what you guys are talking about.
When did you almost kill her with a stool?
I broke my chair and was going to fight her.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
But do you still have the chair? No, it's
No, I
hopeless.
have my adamantine axe
Better with the chair.
with a chain on it.
Yeah, the chair was like an Achilles heel thing. Like she couldn't anticipate it. It was the only thing that could take her down.
Her only weakness is broken chairs.
Is that chair made of white ash? Oh God. Yeah, I think we're just shooting the shit, hanging out.
It's a waiting game.
Everyone's healed. Is there any like prep work we can do?
Could anybody be resting, try to get some spells back?
I can. I definitely can. If I can sleep for 2 hours, I do that.
Well, yeah, I don't know if we're continue on past this day. There's things we could be doing.
Right, so that battle did happen at twilight. It is getting into night.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys are. I mean, for the most part, I assume that there's several of you. Mirok only sleeps 2 hours a day. Yanni doesn't need to sleep. Juro doesn't need to sleep. So there's at least 3 of you are pretty much up and about, awake and aware of what's going on for 22 hours out of the day. The rest of you are probably, sleeping your 8 hours, being awake the rest of the time. But considering that you do have a decent watch portion of your team, I don't know if you guys are like staggering your sleep or anything like that. So that's up to you. That's how you want to, address it or prepare yourself.
I think I wrote down a sleep schedule. Yeah, I mean, I think spell people definitely should rest. Largo, Dakuta, I would like to rest, but like Dan said, I only need 2 hours. And then you have me, the dead guy, and the guy who, is emotionally dead.
All I need is just the sustenance of the universe, or some other
that's all.
monkish shit. Yeah.
Yeah, some
Occasional.
Dalai Lama shit.
Occasional beer just for morale, but
I mean, yeah, you need to rest to get your stunning fist, per day back. I think there's like one other thing you got kind of a per day situation.
is that the brutal assault? That was because I did use a couple rounds of it. Okay.
Yeah, for that too. So like you need to rest to get those back, but you don't necessarily need to sleep. So there's just like 8 hours of the day that you're taking it easy, as opposed to the other 16 hours that you are, running basically nonstop or whatever the fuck you're doing.
Yeah. 2/3 crackhead, 1/3 meditation.
Starting to come down. I need to meditate.
I guess I fill up my cask of ale as well while we're in town or wherever we're at.
In the camps, yeah. I mean, there's gotta be.
There's got to be some homebrew.
So there is a certain brewer in the camp.
Don't
For the
drink
love of
his
God.
shit. Don't drink his shit.
Don't ask him a question either.
Some of it's really good.
Actually, that might not be a bad idea for Ucher because he could keep coming up to that guy and being like, "Hey, can I have some beer?" And the guy's gonna get all confused, and then you're just gonna have beers. He's like, you have to pay for that, and then you're just gonna be like, "Pay for what?" And the guy's gonna be like, "Fuck, what do I pay for?"
Oh no, he'd be fanboy for Uhtred. He'd just give Uhtred free beer.
Uhtred's name is known far and wide for the Great Cleave.
When you met him, he gave you a little hit off the flask during the battle. Or maybe you refused it.
I think he tried, but when you gave it to him, the flat, tiny little thing.
Oh, and you were giant, so it was no good.
Yep, that's it.
That sounds right.
I heard
Yeah.
about you getting to be the big giant for a little bit. That sounded cool.
You're just like a giant murdering Santa Claus.
But without the presents, he takes the presents.
He takes it all.
So what's our move here? What are we doing?
I mean, I think definitely y'all should rest. Like, so if we could just go ahead and
Yeah.
say like everyone except for maybe like me and Yanni and Juro rest, and then if we have time after that 8-hour period, then Yanni, you and Juro. I mean, Juro, you don't ever need to rest, right? But Yanni, you can rest.
I like that.
I have only expended 2 martial flexibilities, so that's something because I can use like 4 in 1 like minute, but nonetheless, that's the only thing I needed for.
Okay. So yeah, let's say like let's do this bulk group first, quick rest, and then if that's all kosher, then you two guys rest the next day if we have time.
And then I haven't
Like
been
that.
with you guys, right? So I should be rested.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting sent in the 7th inning. You're fresh.
Loser.
It's been in the bullpen for 12 hours, swinging.
You've been brushing your
Is
teeth.
this the second night after the big battle, or was there a couple nights where there wasn't any big battle? I think they said there was a couple nights, right?
Yeah, this is. So the major battle was on the 45th, and this is the 48th of Einenbaum. So 3 days later, 3 days after the major conflict.
What knowledge would astronomy be? Nature? Arcane? Arcana?
Yeah.
Is there any significant dates or conjunctions or anything like that are right around now? I'm wondering specific to like choices of battle. or reasoning behind this push in time?
The solstice was 2 weeks ago.
What's solstice? Summer? Oh, winter, obviously. Sorry.
Let's see. Give me a knowledge arcana check.
I like this idea.
38.
So something that you were thinking about not too long ago was that the reminiscing on Tiamat, that half dragon woman was wearing her the holy symbol of Tiamat, and knowing that from Draconic culture that Tiamat is the consort of the god of shadow, the god of evil, Eel. And his holy day is the winter solstice, which kind of like looking at the whole situation here, that is probably about the day that she disembarked from Lund on this war campaign. So the winter solstice would probably function similarly as a day of auspice for Tiamat as it would be for Deal. That might be something here. Now that it's been a couple of weeks since then, that likelihood, more riding a tide. What else is going on?
It's like she maybe psyched everyone up, big religious fervor, and then sent them on the warpath.
Bloody Santa Claus.
Coming up fairly soon is a holy day for the god of deception and performance. Her holy day is the 61st. That would be something, astronomically, portent speaking. You'd be cautious to take anything at face value on that day. And that's, 13 days from now, about 2 weeks from now. What else is there?
You said winter solstice. That was a week or so ago when she started.
Right. So that was the 31st of Einenbaum. Well, I mean, you don't know for certain, but just thinking
Around that time, yeah.
That's probably when the Orcish army left Lund, was around that time. Now, again, this is Tiamat is the god, is like a patron of evil dragons. You're not sure how much that would carry with like the orcs and goblins and giants. It's probably more important to her than it
Right.
was something that you might have used to rally the troops.
Right.
Okay.
So you're not seeing nobody. The rest of these troops are not wearing symbols of Tiamat. They're not. She's not leading some sort of a religious movement.
Right. She totally could be using to her own means and telling them other things, but yeah, they're not doing it for Tiamat or the Shadow King dude.
It's probably just not, it's not motivating the horde. It might be motivating.
Gotcha. Right. Cool.
Just going through all the holy days for all of my God.
What's the holy day for Payon?
Take him to church.
For Fiona, it's the 32nd of November.
This could be a total waste of time, but while Dan is looking at that, just kind of spitballing, but I'm thinking maybe I could do like a knowledge nature check or something, just try to see if I could forecast any like upcoming weather patterns, see if that might, I don't know, help us or anything.
That's a pretty cool idea. I like that.
Give it a shot.
Well, that's a really good roll. Let's see.
Talking about barometric pressure.
26.
Now, just need to figure out where I put mine.
I'm wasting all my good rolls on checking the weather instead of punching stuff.
Full score on the right there. So, looks like cloudy. You're not expecting any high winds. And looks like pretty standard expectable weather for this time of year. On our calendar, this would be around or early to mid-January. So cold, probably during the day, highs around 45 at night, as low as 10, 5 degrees, depending.
Okay. In terms of cloudy, is this like a super low visibility thing? Can we get any moonlight at all?
I mean, it's just, that sort of gray part of winter.
Okay.
There's a cloud cover. It does get, there's a mist, a frost-laden mist in the morning, that burns off about mid-morning. Fairly standard on like this rolling plains, rolling hills kind of landscape.
Okay.
We have time for like Zaku to make any alchemy stuff that would help us any? Probably not really, right?
I was figuring if I had time in between, I might try and like recharge or refill some of those flash things that they used, and or maybe help set up fires, little bonfires throughout the battle that you could maybe light with a flaming arrow just to help out.
I mean, there is that no man's land out in the field, and there's a reason it's called a no man's land. Venturing out there is inviting range attacks from the other side. So
Yep.
basically, it's been set up so that range attacks across the entire field are gonna fall short or be wildly off the mark. Trying to set anything out in no man's land. I mean, granted, for some of you, a couple of arrows flying your way is not really a great cause for concern. But, you know, spending several hours out there setting up a bonfire or something like that is, you know, probably less useful than the effort warrants. A lot of the flash trumpets that you created, I mean, you know, it was shaved burning magnesium, so there, you know, very few of them are even reusable. They've been, you know, the heat from magnesium has significantly burned and destroyed the horns that you use as sort of a directional explosive thing. So like, you know, out of the 40 or so that you made, a handful can be reused. Some of them were not used. You know, the people who were carrying them were taken down in battle before the chance was had. So there's a smattering of them that are still functional, maybe 4 or 5, but it's not really a reusable device.
Have we completed our 8-hour rest, Dan?
Yeah, if you guys want to bed down for the evening and
Cool.
see what tomorrow has in store. Let's see. Let's have go ahead and have Yanni give me another roll on the D20, and let's have Aaron give me a roll on this one.
18.
3. Okay. All right. So the following day seems to go by with without much ado. There are you're getting reports that, you know, there's attempts to creep across no man's land and get more accurate intelligence about the Sentinel line, and they're, you know, turned back by snipers. They're, you know, it seems to be mostly goblins that they're sending out to try and collect the scout, send information back. They're also highly disposable. Now, only takes 2 or 3 years to make a goblin that you can send into war. So they're large numbers, and they're sending them out to try to get better intelligence, get a better scope of the Sentinel forces. But aside from that, it does seem to be more of they're trying to poke and prod and collect information, which again, as I said last time, the fact that the Evan Ruin is capable of holding this orc horde at bay and getting them to wait and maintain discipline is terrifying in and of itself.
We saw what you did with Gideon. And that was with Router helping do that. Alright, well then on that second day, when everybody's rested and everything, at some point, I will take 8 hours of shut-eye earlier rather than later. I'm just gonna basically be doing some like Iron Shirt Kung Chi kind of stuff, like, you know, but yeah, I'm not like sleeping or anything. But that's what he's doing for rest. He's like going into this weird kind of trance kind of thing.
I would think most of us would have tried switching our sleep, the majority of our sleep during daytime now, wouldn't we?
I would think with the orc hordes attacking at night.
No, I mean, that's a decision you guys make. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
But the first rest was fine, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that's, it was the end of the 48th. You rest, 49th passes by without any issue. You're leading into the evening of the 49th. And I guess you guys are now deciding whether or not you want to try to be awake during the evening or during the day.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the night. I just want to make sure we all get rested.
Well, everybody rested the first day except for me and Yanni, right?
Right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
working on.
So then the second day, once you guys finish your rest, that's when as soon as you wake up, you're doing the night rest or whatever. I mean, the day rest. As soon as you wake up, there's still more day. I will go to sleep.
Yeah, I'll be some form of resting, meditation type stuff then as well. Kind of cycling with Juro there.
Glenn, has your pal jumped into the frame at all yet, or are they just gonna stay an elbow and a hand? I don't think you can even hear it.
Yeah.
Glenn,
You're doing great.
Good job, Glenn.
Sorry. I got a buddy here. And I was just explaining armor class to it. So sorry. What was,
Yeah, I was just curious what the elbow and the wrist belong to over there.
It's a good looking elbow.
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's my buddy. It's my buddy Cole. We work together. And he's never played before, so I was like, you can come watch.
I'm
Like,
intrigued.
yeah, you just wanted to check it out. So sorry. So what did I miss there? We're talking about armor class.
Just a whole battle.
Boring,
We won.
Yeah, boring logistics that Uhtred would have no interest in.
Yeah, I'm good with it. You want me to knowledge of geography? That's all I got.
Yeah, no, they were all talking about stuff, and then they came to Uhtred and said, "Hey, man, sleep during the day instead of at night." That was it.
Okay, can do. I'll be passed out by noon.
Yeah. All right. So the evening of the 49th passes by. You move into the 50th Feinbaum. And again, it seems to be a day that goes by uneventfully, and the lack of event seems to, is starting to get to you guys. The sitting and waiting for an attack that you know is going to come, but you don't know how it's going to come. You don't know what it's going to be. You're all sitting here looking at your forces and knowing that if you have to do anything, it's going to be a bunch of humans and half elves and halflings moving in military formation across a field. But you've seen that the forces the Evan Ruin has to call upon are varied, and the tactics to deal with anything that she could send at you are inconsistent at best, especially knowing that she has monstrous forces that she can send your way. It's and not knowing what that next attack is going to be. There's a psychological aspect to it that gives you pause and concern.
I want to try to proselytize to the people a little bit, see if I can't uplift their spirit, talk about Payon. We'll see how that goes for us. Oh, that's not horrible with the 13, still a proselytation. Telling them that I have this sense that, to be involved in a war will will set your soul free in many ways, and Mirok knows more, blah, blah, blah. And I talk about Payana and how she's the best, and you need to be true to yourself. And, yeah.
There's a few people who are, fairly dedicated to one god or another, but for the most part, humans worship, opportunistically. So everyone here is pretty much focusing on Wixen right now.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you run across a person or two who does carry around their symbol of Payana and sees wisdom and truth as the path to success. But for the most part here, everyone is kind of like, all right, cool. When you want to talk about the cross blades, then we can have a conversation. But
Anyway, that says that, I
Payana-
want to put him down with my hand on the throat and then like spar with him for a while. Teach him to fight defensively.
Yeah, that does not go.
I figured not, but he's your own.
You,
I think
I feel like you do that once or twice, and then.
Oh no, that was a one-time thing. That's not like he does it like repeatedly. He just wants the word. to
I
get
still
around.
feel like the word gets to Yanni, and Yanni is told, you need to rein in that Goliath. He's scaring the noobs.
hey, big man, if you want to preach, that's cool. Just you don't have to choke slam people. If Largo, I'm imagining, is getting very stir crazy and wanting to help everyone in non-helpful ways, I would probably recommend for him to continue his singing tour on the front lines to uplift or to help with morale.
Okay. I'm sure he's doing something. Kind of curious if he decides to get in on that shell and trying to contact his little informant. But I guess we'll find that out later. So on the evening of the 50th, as it gets, into the darker, deader part of night, one of the falcons on the east, the very furthest east end of the line, caws. Starts screaming. The scream that you guys recognize is an alarm of warning. Everyone. Everyone roll a d20 for me, and it's just like on a 1 or a 2, you're not there. You're doing one of the other things you guys like end up doing. No 1, so you're out there proselytizing. There you go. 4, okay, fine.
I wasted a 20 on that.
Oh, Miracle.
You just get screamed
At a
right in your
17,
ear.
I'm good.
All right, so Falcon starts screaming, and Juro is nowhere to be found. Godric is off, like doing patrols with some of the knights. He's been, basically mounting up and running around, like kind of flanking the outsides of the line to see, what's going on in the far extremities. And is reporting that it seems like there's Lun cavalry who's doing the same thing, just kind of trying to guard their flanks. But it's what he's been doing to keep up, fill up his time and keep him out of the party for a moment. Yeah. Yeah, Juro wandered off. And you guys probably heard him, talking about Payana as he wandered. But now you are here. The falcon is screaming, and what are you guys gonna do?
We can probably try and get Mirok to get us some horses and do that, don't you think? Are we gonna
Could
burn?
we-
Largo, you-
Largo?
What'd I say?
Me.
Miro.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Largo.
We could teleport again, right?
We can, but it's gonna be expensive if we do that every time.
That's fair. But would you be able to teleport Juro without him being with us?
No.
If he had the coin in his pocket?
No.
Because to me, if we can do that, that would save us the time for trying to find him.
I don't
No,
think we
that
can.
will not work.
You're gonna have to
Okay.
deal with it without me.
I think horses would be a good idea because there's a chance we run into Joro on the way.
That's good.
And like Scott was saying, if we do it every time, we're expending a resource that we might need in the future.
Yeah, right. It is
Unlimited
finite.
funds.
Unless it's another huge fucking army smashing through this line, and by the time we get there, it's all fucked. Who knows?
The Duchess has given me unlimited funds.
Not true.
That doesn't seem accurate.
All right. Well, I mean, in this case, Dakuda, you're fairly certain that Juro probably is within the range of a message. You just have to know where you're sending.
Right.
Double check exactly.
It's kind of direction focused, I think.
Mhm.
Did anyone see which direction a very big man went?
Oh, you heard about it, I think, because of that hand on the throat.
Yeah. Well, then if that's the case, I should know, which way.
But basically, there's like a Stations of the Cross kind of thing for Payana. I'm not exactly sure, but it's something like that. I've been going around trying to do that, telling the different people about the different little whatever the virtues are.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So here's something. Basically, and since I thought of this and not Scott, do you want to give me an action die to do this a lot smarter than?
Sure. Use it. Use it up.
All right. So the duration of message is 10 minutes per level, and it works on up to one target per level.
Oh shit.
So basically, it would make sense that every 100 minutes, Dakuda's like message, and then all of you can whisper to each other in like walkie-talkie fashion, so long as you're all within 200 feet of each other.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
That's worth an action die. We'll use
Yeah.
that out kind of thing. I tell you, you're amazing when that happens. Pat you on the like down and pat.
Now, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, or 3 feet of wood or dirt blocks the spell. It doesn't have to travel in a straight line. It can circumvent a barrier. There's an open path. Blah, blah, blah.
So I could just spam that shit.
I am.
Keeping open the levels of communication.
So I think the one thing is it's all back and forth to you.
Right.
You can.
Well, I'll just keep Yanni with me.
You can send a message to everybody else, and everybody else can send messages to you. But Mirok can't whisper to you.
We're all in your head.
So yeah, you're the operator. You're the communications hub. But yeah, we can say that you were genius enough to decide that was a smart thing to do, and you've been keeping basically whenever you're conscious, you just make sure everybody is connected that way. And yeah, as Juro has wandered off, it's probably somewhere within 200 feet, and you did whisper out to him that shit's going down, you need to get back.
We need you, man. Come
Uh,
on
You
back.
want to go with Largo's mount? Is that the plan?
Yeah. That's what I would think.
Okay, so Largo summons some mounts. He leaves one behind for Juro, and the rest of you mount up and head off. So
I guess I'll just be running. As usual, get my legs warmed up.
and I guess Bort isn't with you either. Whatever he's doing. He's outside the range of the 200 foot.
Yeah.
Probably doing some unspeakable things to that head he's carrying around with him.
Or he's just getting baked with the halflings again.
Or that.
So, yeah. All right. Yeah, I think the east end of the front is a little bit closer than the west end. So, it's a bit of a shorter ride. You do arrive there about, let's say 7 minutes after you left. And everyone give me perception.
34.
33.
17.
15.
15? Okay. All right. Well, Yanni, it's like 11:30 at night, so you can't see shit. Dakuda, 11:30 at night. There's not enough light for low light vision to really be useful here either. So basically, it does leave us with the dark vision people, and Juro, you're the first to notice as you're moving forward. Seems to be pretty quiet, and you see a soldier up ahead. Actually, you have like 90 foot.
Yeah, 90 foot.
Yeah, you have.
Damn. Nice.
So you see a soldier up ahead, with his shield up and his sword over his head. As you're riding close, and he looks like he's poised to strike at something. And as you near closer and closer, he's not swinging.
Oh, shit. Is he still?
He's not moving a muscle.
He might be frozen like stone.
Yeah, I want to close my eyes, maybe. I want to message Dakuda and tell him what's going on. Basically, another statue up here. How do I keep from being a statue? My eyes are closed. I feel uncomfortable and I'm backing away.
Same. I messaged everybody. It may be a Draculisk or whatever that is called.
And you are on horses approaching.
Oh, me? Yeah, so I can't do that. But I do close my eyes. Makes it even safer.
Do Did we confirm he's frozen in stone or just he's frozen?
Well, like, Juro sees him at the corner of his vision, and you're not riding directly towards him. So it's not a situation where he gets close enough in the pitch black of night to adequately examine this person. And
No, he's just not moving at all, and I saw Godric as stone. So luckily.
They are, so Juro says that to Dakuda. Dakuda, you share that with the rest of the group. What do you guys do in response to that? Are you going to change what you're doing, where you're going?
Can I do, and I don't know if this makes any sense at all, but can I do a knowledge nature to see if there was anything in this area that I guess like a creature? Are there any creatures that would live in this area that could turn something or free someone?
A basilisk.
Well, not too long ago, Godric was turned to stone by a creature during the nature confrontation. So you are aware of a creature that can turn people to stone.
Man, I'm wishing I had a mirror on me
So does this operate by just sight of the creature turns one to stone?
This is knowledge.
Do we know any specifics about how it happens?
What was your knowledge nature?
I know I'm at 9.
9?
I'm at 16 in nature. We could probably put our heads together too about it.
I got a +8 to it. I don't know if I can help with that or not.
Hey, look at this, 3 knowledge natures.
Nature boys.
So was it 16 the highest?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, with the 16, you're fairly certain, it's something about being in their presence. I think Largo realized earlier on that it was a gaze attack, that it was a sight thing. But
Prepare
yeah.
to meet your greatest weakness, a blind dwarf.
So my ears are open. And maybe now that I got to that, I want to head like away from the line with my eyes closed still.
I guess knowing this, I would slide my headband down over my eyes.
Knowing this, Uhtred would hold his axe in front of his face, ready to strike.
Yanni, can you do blind blade style?
I do not think so.
I can't, and my dexterity isn't high enough as well.
Okay.
But I can do blind blade.
Yeah, you guys come riding in basically from this bottom corner over here. But yeah, you guys get near on this, and you can just see that there are several humanoid soldiers who are frozen in position.
Good initiative or not yet?
I'm gonna say not yet.
Are they together with me now? We're all basically together.
Yeah, you guys.
I want to get off the horse and take cover behind that dude in the trench.
Okay.
He's a statue, right?
We better, bro. I need to get in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dan, I want to go over and talk to Largo and have a quiet side conversation with him while this is all playing out.
Would I know, Dan, if I use detect magic, would I be able to see a Dracolisk or a dragon for that matter?
I would say they would probably give off a mild, the dragon would give off a mild magic aura. But honestly, if it was within the range of your detect magic, you'd probably just see it.
Yeah, oh, I just didn't know in dark.
Detect magic is not going to show you something that's invisible. So,
Right.
Yeah, I would also, probably say if you can't perceive it with your vision, your, detect magic's probably not going to perceive it either.
Can I sense motive on it? On what? The absence of the things. No.
Yeah.
Has
Yeah.
it motive the darkness? No.
What would it do? What is its motive?
What were you saying, Glenn? What did I hear you?
Yeah, so walking up to these, hold on, I got. So walking up to these bodies or whatever, can I detect undead to see if would that see if they're still alive? Or would that just tell me if they're dead in a creature?
Yeah, you can head over here and detect undead. You don't detect any undead.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Okay, you don't detect any undead.
Oh, sorry.
Yanni, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay with Mirok for the time being. I'm a little wigged out. I want to stay with somebody that can heal me.
Pussy.
I mean, all right, Dakuta, are you casting detect magic, or are you scanning the area?
Yeah, I would detect magic first,
Okay,
just and scan.
yeah. Give me a knowledge arcana check.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. Well, there is a faint lingering magic trace on all of the statue people, which it's obviously not metabolic. It's obviously some sort of magic effect that turns flesh to stone. So that makes sense. And I would say, even with with a 1, which is a -10, you still have like a 10 Arcana check on that. Yeah, so it's
Right.
magic of some sort. But you're not, it's basically everything you'd expect. There's no surprise.
Right. I am going to cast See Invisible.
Okay. You can just make it just like active perception. Sure. You're like scanning the area, looking for. What is it? I mean, just because you rolled a 6 and you got a 19 doesn't mean you fail. Okay. A 19 is still a solid perception check.
especially when you got Largo who's only like 60. All right, so Juro's scanning the area. Dakuta's casting detect invisibility, or see invisibility. Uhtred is scanning around, seeing if anything's undead. Mirak, Yanni, Largo, you're having a little powwow. Is there something specific you're talking to Largo about?
Yeah, I want to ask Largo, if this is the creature that we saw earlier with Godric, does its ability to freeze people require there to be like eye contact between them, or is it, once this thing sees me, if it is that, like I'm trying to ascertain that from Largo.
Yeah, well, Largo in his normal fashion takes on his air of authority and self-confidence. Oh yes, well, eye contact is very important when transferring this sort of an intimate exchange of magical effluence. Absolutely.
Okay. No, so he tells me that, and then I would tell him, then in that case, just spitballing, it might be good for your allies to believe your illusions as well. That's all I say to him. And then I feel Yanni's breath on the back of my neck. I turn around, and I just tap him on the shoulder, and I cast a lifelink with Yanni. And I say, "Don't crowd me, boy." And then I walk off.
Yeah.
Dakota,
So-
you are
You're
kind of
good.
noticing here that between you, Largo, and Yanni, your visibility is extremely low, which could be good and could be bad. Like yeah, you can see invisibility, but you also can't see more than like 20 feet out. Yanni
I
is
would,
effectively blind. You and Largo have low light vision, so you can see a little bit in the. I mean, there's not even
I would pick up rocks and start casting light cantrips on them and throwing them down the line. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm happy to help do that as well. I can do that.
I guess I'll go examine people that are turned to stone and see if I can find signs of a struggle at all.
Yeah, I want to do that. Actually, that's what I meant to say. As I walk off towards one of the bodies.
Yeah, the struggle is their stone.
Thank you, Uhtred.
One of the hardest members.
Yeah, humans tend to turn into granite. That's what so it's mostly granite. And yeah, mostly what you see here is humans like one half elf. So it all looks like granite. Give me a survival check for those of you who are looking for tracks or signs of conflict or whatever.
Dan, I just want to do a heal check on one of these bodies.
Okay, give me that as well.
Got a 21 for survival check.
I'm not sure which one. What is it? A D20 plus anything?
Wisdom and survival.
I don't know if you've got survival. You do not. So it would just be a wisdom check.
+2.
I got a 27 on my heal check.
So yeah, you move over here, check out this guy, and you're kind of the center of a little team. You're not seeing any wounds. The face on this person seems scared, defending itself as opposed to attacking offensively.
What if these guys got turned to stone and the force moved through here and already passed?
Yanni you are seeing on the berm over here, you spot some tracks that appear to be reptilian, large, maybe about 12 inches across, 4 clawed toes. And as you're kind of looking around a little bit more, on the other side, you see that these tracks come in sets of 6.
Oh yeah,
4-legged creature. This is a 6-legged creature.
that's our boy.
Okay, I would, I guess relay that to anyone around me.
I think technically only Godric saw the basilisk body.
Yeah, but he like wouldn't he have told us about it? Like, hey, I fought a Dracolisk, and here's what it looked like.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
It does
personally,
fly.
Right.
Oh, so we don't know that. Okay.
well, personally, like, these, it had wings, 6 legs, looked like a dragon, blah blah blah. There was a little kobold dude riding, and but by the time the lines were drawn and everything, that basilisk body was way out in the middle of nowhere. No man's land.
Yeah. So we only have secondhand knowledge of a Dracolisk.
So I mean, yeah, you're connecting some dots based on a secondhand account you got from that.
If Dakuda would have heard about that, he would have like totally asked every person for multiple details about it. He would have been very interested in it. He would ask for the accounts.
Well, you realize you're getting the best account from Godric.
Right.
We cannot see a dragon that turns people into stone as some sort of demon from another dimension that most of the first level militia members, like, it's just almost beyond their capability to process what they saw. Godric is like, oh yeah, it's got these qualities. Like, this is the thing that I killed. It's within his wheelhouse. It's completely outside of everybody else.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
Godric explained it to you. Everybody else is like laser shot out of its eyeballs. It had 17 horns. It had 4 sets of wings. You're getting garbage from a lot of it. But the Juro and Yanni, you guys do start to hear something. What you initially think is something blowing in the wind out in the field somewhere. But
Close your
after a
eyes.
few seconds, you recognize the beating of wind.
I message Dakuda, close your eyes.
Man, we're all spread out too.
I think that's good though. If it's a Dracolisk, it has a breath weapon.
I know, but I just mean for hasting.
Yeah, but I mean, I can cover my quadrant.
Cool.
Dan, can you or whoever's closest point real quick to where we all are? I'm having a hard where's Uhtred?
That's Uhtred there, and Otis behind him.
Oh,
Dakuda,
hold on, my thing's in the way. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. All right.
Okay. Dakuda, you're back here. Mirok, Largo, Yanni's over here. Juro's over here. And I'd like everyone to give me initiative.
Hell yeah.
What is initiative?
That's you.
Yep. Oh, hell yeah. 13.
Don't hold up numbers. You know how I do this.
I'm just excited. Let me.
Hold up more numbers.
Happy.
Everyone hold up your fingies.
Okay, anyone above a 15?
Yes, sir. 22.
22. All right.
Nice.
I got to roll for Largo too.
13.
13.
12.
Well,
Yeah. Improved initiatives definitely doing Mirok well.
Yeah, it's been very helpful.
Oh, good, whatever.
Okay, all right, and, Yakuta, where were you at?
12 as well.
Nice.
And 0, 4, 4.
It's always me and Largo in the box. He might have been through this.
All right, Yanni, you hear the approach of feeding wings. They are coming from out there somewhere.
Okay. I think I'm gonna want to try to get into like a sneaky, stealthy position here.
Okay, so stealth behind the berm.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Oh yeah, nice. Do some math really quick. So 31.
31. Okay. Joe, you could have sworn that.
I heard something, but hey, crickets now.
All right. And that's that. The rest of you begin to hear sound of these things feeding as presence comes in and is comes up towards the front line and halts and sort of hovers there for a second. Okay, so that we'll see. Rock, Largo, Yokai. Looks like Dakuta and well, actually, there's a bunch of light up stones on the ground, so Dragon pretty much sees everybody who's not currently hiding. And looking down at Largo and Mirok, it's gonna go ahead and try to lock eyes with Mirok, which is fruitless because I don't think Mirok can see that.
Eat my hairy dwarven ass, you stupid lizard.
Giving you bedroom eyes.
I don't even know what's out there. I just hear the wind.
Yeah, you just kind of hear Largo kind of like tapping you. I think it's looking at you. All right, Uhtred.
Dan, how high is this thing off the ground?
So
Probably
Yeah.
around 20 feet-ish.
Okay.
shit. Just out of my chain reach, huh? Yeah. I see it hovering. I will run up beside who's all right, so right in front of me to the left.
Statue.
No, oh, sorry. It looks, is that he's blue or has an actress?
That's Juro.
All right, I'll run up beside Juro and I'm gonna huck a throwing axe.
Okay.
Is that close or how far do I need to be?
I mean, it's, you're gonna take a little bit of a penalty, but, yeah, it's a good range. It's just not.
Okay. And then can I ask, as a player, would it help me to throw a steel, a cold stone, or a silver axe at this thing? Or do I know or just fire off?
Off the top of your head, you don't really know.
All right, cool.
Anything would be better than anything else.
I am throwing cold stone.
Cold iron.
Huh?
Cold iron.
Oh yeah, cold iron, sorry. All right, let's do it. Roll it. I'm not raging or anything right now. 27.
At this range is not going to hit.
Okay.
You chuck it, it flies off, and you can just see kind of at the edge of your dark vision, the axe bounce off of the scaly hide of the Draculus, and you just feel like you just didn't have enough oomph into that chuck to like actually break the skin. Maybe if it was a little bit closer, it would have worked. But you can probably pull off another axe and chuck another one if you want to keep trying. You got two attacks around.
Okay. Can I move any closer into it or not?
Well, you already moved. And
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. You moved and you threw the axe, so you only get one attack.
Okay.
All right. So that's it for food tree. Everyone, give me a perception check.
Four.
24.
Yanni, perception check.
Let a man drink his juice. I got a 16, Dan.
Sorry, I needed some bourbon. I got a little nervous. This stone turning thing had to calm down. 25.
Sorry.
25. Yes, sir.
All right. You and Uhtred hear over the beating of this Draculus wings. There's another set of wings approaching.
Let's pretend it's Gideon.
Could I, as a free action or something, just go ahead and tell Dakuda through the message link there's another?
Sure. Dakuda, you hear Yanni say,
How long does message last?
100 minutes.
Holy shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're basically gonna have that going now forever on unless he's asleep.
Just Dakuda is going to be a switchboard operator.
Dakuda, it is your turn.
Okay. Where's Mirok?
I'm in the back near Largo.
Are you two? That's you two there.
Read 'em, boys.
Two, four.
I mean, everybody is in a pretty tight grouping.
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward 30, I guess, and cast haste.
Yeah, you can get everybody. You can get everybody except for yourself.
That's fine.
All right. You're up.
Okay, I am now hasted. What I want to do is I'm going to move up because I hear noise. I don't know what's going on. Actually, no. Largo said it's looking at you. So as a swift action, I'm going to look at Largo and say, "What's looking at me?"
The big dragon thing.
And that's all I needed. So I hear that. And I go, I guess I can't say Christ, but whatever, like the Mosin equivalent of just like Christ, and I like run forward because I can see my like 3 allies in a close group, and I know what dragons do with their breath. So I'm gonna run up to that group and I'm gonna cast Wind Wall right along that trench.
Okay, so you're gonna run up to these guys?
Yep, right there. That's perfect. Yes, that's perfect. And I'm gonna cast Wind Wall in front of them. Which I believe I get 10 feet. Yeah, so it should be 100 feet long and it should be 50 feet high. Yeah.
All right. That'll bring us to Europe.
How high in the air is this thing? Oh, I only hear it.
About 20. Yeah. I mean, you can kind of guesstimate. Well, now there's this rushing of wind, but last time you heard it, it was maybe about 30 feet diagonally up from you.
Can I throw through that wind wall? I've seen it before. If I was to throw a spear, is it gonna mess me up?
It's gonna mess you up.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure a spear should be able to go through it. It's just arrows and like gas weapons. Yeah, arrows and bolts are deflected upward. Any other normal ranged weapon passing through has a 30% miss chance.
30% less chance. So it's gonna mess it up. All right, I'm going to do blind fight, improve blind fight, which I believe the prereq is 10 perception, so I should be good on that. And yeah, 10 perception. Blind fight, improve blind fight, dedicated adversary dragon. And that's a move action, but for my attack action, without really having anything to do, I would like to hold my attack for. I'll arm a spear in my other hand, and I'll hold my attack for when anything comes within range, or until my next round, whatever comes first. Oh, and defensive, full defense.
Okay. So you're holding an attack action
Defensively.
for what contingency?
For me to believe that a dragon is within range from a battle with my spear.
Okay.
Because I guess right now it is within range.
Okay.
And then I do blind fight, improve blind fight, improve blind fight.
Fargo is going to cast mirror image on himself. Until Trevor shows up, I'm not going to do anything too creative.
Sure, totally.
and he's going to activate his slippers of diminution and get smaller.
He's activating what?
His slippers of diminution,
Okay.
and he's going to move over here, hoping that it's less of a line. Yeah.
Okay, so I know that there are 2 dragon things. Do I have any idea if Windwall will help with this gaze problem we're having?
I mean, you can see through it, so.
Okay, yep, cool. Okay, I guess I will try to move right to the right through Juro and the stone statues there, just try to sneak around, try to get around to the, towards that way. Just kind of stay behind the berm and sneak around that way and maybe try to flank this thing eventually.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Go ahead of this.
Okay. So, I mean, but yeah, you want to go over here and then around that way?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
Maybe with haste, you have to have like a crazy range of movement now.
So you're out over there?
Cool deal.
That's well, you're stealth, so you have half move speed, so that's your full movement.
Right, yeah, that's totally fine.
Does that put him outside of the illuminated area, Dan?
Yeah, let's do some illumination.
Yeah, let's put down some like jujubes.
A standard action.
I am the darkness now.
It cuts both ways though. Like, can't you not see shit now?
Agreed. But if I can't see him,
That's
I can't
true.
be turned to stone.
That's a really good point.
I'm gonna get in a fist fight with myself out here in the dark.
Mhm. That's not a bad idea, honestly, though.
Ooh. Ah. Oh.
So, yeah, I mean, most of this area here is sufficiently illuminated for any of your purposes.
Ooh, this could be good. Yeah.
All right, so that's Yanni. So, this guy is going to land
That's right, you son bitch.
and move forward, staring down Uhtred.
At this point, can I attack?
Like this. Yeah.
Cross your eyes, Uhtred. It'll save you if you cross your eyes.
Making fun of me, Scott?
I have my axe up.
25. No, I want to use an action. Yeah, 33. All right, 33 will hit.
Now it has tasted 2 dragon's blood. The spear that is never used. It only tastes dragon's blood. Yes, an 8 on the die.
All right, so and dedicated adversary. Oh, so it would have even been more like a hit. Right, 14 points. Okay, so you are not looking at this thing.
No, I gotta roll a mischance.
chance. Oh, okay.
Because I've got improved blind fight.
What?
Yeah, I've got improved blind fight, so what's my mischance?
Well, if you're Okay, so you got a 50% miss chance, but with blind fight, you get to roll it twice.
And then what's improved on?
Improved blind fight is if it's anything less than total concealment, you don't have any miss chance. But
Oh, but my eyes are closed. So improved blind fights wouldn't even be applicable.
well, it gives, your armor class doesn't reduce against that.
Okay, so 57, you have to re-roll.
57, yeah, you roll high. You good.
Okay, so then I hit, then yeah, so 8 plus 6, 14 points of damage. Good, I didn't waste an action. Nice. I like this spear.
Okay. All right. So, Uhtred, you've got your axe in front of your face. You're not.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. Cool. As it lands, the rider on its back stabbed at you with a lance. That is 18 to hit, and you are not paying attention, so.
I'm not raging, so I'm at 22, I believe.
Right, but you also are not seeing where this attack comes from, so the attacker counts basically as invisible to you, so it gets a +4 on its attack. So it will hit. You say 39 points of damage since it is charging with a lance.
Say 39?
39, yep.
At least that's because of a ×3.
Okay. Uhtred.
All right, so now it's close enough. Man, I don't want to look at it though.
Yeah, you can feel the breath of this beast like hitting you at this distance. Yeah.
All right, so can I, if I can feel the breath, can I, and Danny, tell me if I can, but can I action die and whip my axe up at it to like wrap it around its head and like try to hit its eyes, or throw my axe and try to hit its eye? I don't know. I'm trying to get rid of this vision thing to mess me up.
Yeah, well, the vision thing is kind of the whole point of this monster. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you can try to hit it, but if you don't, unless you look at it, you're 50% of the time you're just gonna miss.
But if he wraps his chain around its neck, will
He
that give
still
him-
has to wrap the chain around the neck. They still got a miss chance. But so, like, you can make an attack.
Okay.
Your chain is not going to blind it because it's a chain. It's not like, a thick cloth. It's got holes in it.
But if he could get it wrapped around the neck this round, next round, could it help him on the discount?
I mean, that's a whole like different, like to wrap the chain around the neck. That's a attempt at something. I'm not sure.
That'd be some sort of grapple, maybe.
Yeah. So like you want to wrap the chain around the neck to do what now?
Well, I guess if I can wrap the chain around its neck, my thought is I can pull myself into it and then get close enough to where I won't, like, I don't know, like I can get around its eyesight and maybe get up on it and start hacking away and kill that little dude.
I mean, you can try. Let's see. Basically, going to attack with an improvised weapon. So it is so it's a 10 plus your strength modifier -4. So you're looking at roll with +11. D20 +11.
If I start this round raging, would that help?
Yeah, that'll give you +13.
All right, we're doing that. So D20 +13. A natural 20.
That's what I'm talking about.
I have witnesses.
First attack back in the game, natural 20.
So you want? I'm assuming you want to critical that.
Critical.
Okay.
Wait, what was the first option?
I mean, you want to you got a natural 20. You want to use an action die to critical that.
Yeah, action die to do what I want to do.
So you take the opposite end, not the axe end, but the other end of the chain, and you whip it around a bunch and throw it where you think. Actually, you still have a miss chance.
Okay, what do I need to do?
Does he?
Yeah.
Huh.
Roll. I mean, any die you want. You just have to roll high.
Real high.
So pick a die.
I just rolled a natural 20 with this one, so
Okay, so with a D20, you got to roll 11 to 20.
okay.
Here we go.
Ah! Can I use
Nope.
another action die?
No, I won't take away the action die. You get the action die back for the 20, but yeah, that is the.
Can't he roll an action?
I rolled an 8.
You use an action die to critical.
Oh, right.
So like,
Yeah, but why can't you roll an action die to add a D6 to that?
D8.
Or whatever.
no, that's not it. It's a mischance. It's no.
All right.
It's fine. It's fine. I got my action die back, so I miss it. God damn it.
So close. It's like it was like that full court shot that was on SportsCenter like a week ago where it like went in the net and then like came back out.
It like made like those things that you can like twist around and they make that noise or whatever. It made like kind of like that whooshing noise.
I'm sorry. I know it sucks, but the fact that you guys can't look directly at these things is one of their strongest defenses.
Yeah. No, I mean that's why it's great because it sucks. Like that's what makes it fun. It sucks.
All right. I mean, you can make another attack. It's at a -5.
Yeah.
You swing with the chain, and it goes just the way you want it to, and you're like, oh yeah, this is just gonna wrap right around its neck, and then you just like it just whiffs in the air and does nothing.
So can I do the same attack again?
Yeah.
All right. Let's try.
Oh yeah, I use that shit now.
Holy fucking shit. A natural 20. I am not fucking with y'all.
This is happening. Damn
I
it.
saw the finger come from the outside, so I believe it. All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it again. So above an 11.
Yeah. You just want to roll high. Whatever die you choose, you just want to roll higher than half.
Higher than half.
Yeah. Ah, you suck.
No, no, no.
All right. I think you know what just happened.
Rolled an 11.
Okay.
The highs and the lows of emotion here.
Oh damn.
Ah. So like Mirok, you got blind sense, right? At this point.
I think so, yeah.
So you're like seeing Uhtred over there with his chain, and he's just pulling this like amazing sort of flourish with the chain and throwing it and just like whiffing in the air, and you're like just your sense, your understanding of where it is, like you can see in your mind's eye the head of the dragon, and just the chain is just like 2 feet to the left, and then it's 2 feet to the right. Like, what?
I got blind fight going, so I'm like, to the left, to the right.
And at this point, with Uhtred missing twice, he is freaking out. He is cussing this dragon.
All right.
So this dragon.
Oh,
there
fuck,
was
forgot about that dragon.
flying in
That's a different boy.
to about there. And sees from the light of the illuminated stones about 3 or 4 people who are in a line, and will use the acid.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is he inside my wind wall?
It's not a gas.
Ah, that
lightning.
bitch. It's a blue dragon.
No, it's black. It's a line of acid. It is-
Oh, I see. Gotcha. It's a physical
so-
thing.
So yeah, I am going to need. Yeah. Hold on, wait.
Improved Wi-Fi just makes it way don't
But yeah, I'm going to need you guys to give me reflex saves.
Which guys?
Mirok, Juro, and
guessing a 15.
Yep, that's accurate. I have a reflex save of 5.
okay.
Hey, it's better than my will.
That's true. If only this acid was made of, words.
Then I'd be really screwed.
All right. Richard, what'd you get on your reflex save?
You're on mute, Glenn.
Sorry, I just had a thing happen with my drinks. What happened? Sorry.
I need you to roll a reflex save.
Okay.
This dragon is breathing acid on.
18 plus 6, 24.
Okay. So Juro and Mirok, you each take 22 points of acid damage, and Uhtred, you take 11.
Okay. Hey.
Okay, Juro. All right.
What square does it fit in off? Like, if I take a 5'3" move, can I attack it without the spear?
Yeah.
In that case, I will do that, and then full attack. And I want power attack is a minus what for a plus 6? Minus 3?
Minus 3.
All right, yeah, I want to do that.
Are you still fighting defensively?
Yeah, well, you can't do the two. They don't make sense to do the two together. I just only.
Technically, you can. It just hit your attack so hard.
No, I'm not. I'm switching. Alright, so nice. Sweet. At least my first 3 are fucking awesome. Yeah, 19, 18, and 20. My second 2 aren't so great. So that's a plus 16. Those are all hit, right? Plus 16 will a 27 hit. Oh no, that's not plus 16. That's plus 12. So that'll miss. Okay, so miss chances for these 3.
44 will miss.
I can't reroll. You can reroll.
50 misses still as well.
That's a fine.
Oh, yeah, 5. I read them with it like left to right. But that's just the way
Yeah, I would just want
So 61, and I'm just 61 for the second one. Third one. Natural 20. 26 will miss.
Okay.
So, and that's not, I can reroll. 40 misses. Okay. All right, so 1 hit. Wow.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
That's 4 plus 10, 14. 14. Shit, that's the same I did with my fucking natural 20 on the script.
Dakota.
His internet dropped.
Yeah, he's working on it. He said he was going to try and web the black dragon, entangle its wings. But I mean, he's not here to roll these things.
All right, well, he'll hold his action. Mira.
Okay. Oof. Okay. It's the healer's quandary. I'm gonna, using my blind sense, I'm aware of this little kobold piece of shit up in the mix, so I'm going to cast spiritual weapon and direct it at him.
That's so badass that you got blind sense now.
Blind sense, yeah, not blind sight though. Blind sight that's next level shit.
What's your radius? 60?
Huh?
60 feet?
I can see 60 feet now. I can blind sense out to 30. Okay, anyways, spiritual weapon. If my Wi-Fi is working, it is. Okay, so it's my spell level plus my charisma modifier, Dan. I'm sorry, I don't.
Yes.
Yes, I remembered it. Oh, awesome. Okay. Cool. Natural fucking 20 on the die, dude.
Okay. Do you want to roll to confirm, or do you want to use an extra?
What do I add to my roll?
Same thing. So you have to confirm that you hit it.
I'll use an extra die. I won't. Yeah. No need to be stingy. I'll use an extra die.
All right.
Okay, so I do that.
You do double damage.
I do double damage, and then the damage on the spiritual weapon. Golly, it's like a fucking Russian novel, this page.
It's like
I think
8 plus your charisma modifier.
that's what I think. I just want to make sure it wasn't my caster level. But I think it's charisma. Okay, yeah. 1d8. Okay, 8. And then plus my charisma. So 16 points of damage.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 1d8 force damage plus 1 point for 3 caster levels.
Per 2 caster levels?
3. So it should be 1d8 plus 3.
Okay. Then it's going to be 14 points of damage.
Okay, now is your first swing.
Yes, I want to make another swing with my spiritual weapon. Really fucking good. So my charisma, my spell. Yeah, 30 to hit.
That'll hit.
Definitely. All right, cool. Rolling a d8. Fucking 8. Plus 3, so that's 11 points of damage again.
Okay.
So now that guy is sufficiently eaten shit, I can move, right? That's all. Haste doesn't let me cast another spell or anything like that.
No. Only cast one.
Yeah. Ooh, I can quick channel though, right? As a move action.
Yeah.
I am going to do that to then heal everyone who got damaged in the last round.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So you're spending. So you're using an action, or you have.
I'm quick channeling as a move action, which I meet the feats for, right?
Yeah. You need. You don't have the feat, right?
I don't have the feat quick channel.
Okay. So you need to use an action die for that.
Yep.
And roll the d8 to see how many rounds you have that feat.
Oh, cool. I didn't remember that part. I have it for 3 rounds.
And then you burn 2 channels to do 1 quick.
Yep. Ooh, that's good. Start 12. 17. Okay, and then I heal everyone within 30 feet of me for 26 points of damage, including myself. So Juro should be good. Uhtred should be better, but not full. And then everyone else should be fine.
Okay.
Cool. That's my turn.
All right. Largo.
I would like to free action Dakota because I didn't do a free action and just ask, can I look at it when I attack?
You asked him to do that.
Yeah, just as a free action on my turn. Dakota may or may not know. But a man of God was turned into stone by this thing. I'm very scared.
Yeah. I guess you could say something like, it's a risk. Largo.
Hey, Erie's coming.
Where's Trevor? Right? He's doing good in that racing thing.
I think it went at the latest until 9. And then I know he said Francesca's got her 2nd shot recently, so I think he might. I don't know. Just letting you know what's going on in his life. Aaron, what beer are you drinking, bud?
There he is.
Who?
You.
Oh, the good. Oh, hold on.
Ah, okay, yeah. I was also drinking something similar but different.
Oh, nice.
I just saw your green can, so I was.
Dakota, it is your turn.
Did I miss anything big?
No, I just asked you a question and you said it would be risky to open my eyes.
That's a lie. I spiritual weaponed the fuck out of a kobold and then healed everybody like a champ.
Nice.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 20.
Marok had a good run. Were you here for everybody getting hit with the acid breath?
I should have. If they're within 30 feet of me, they got healed.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, now you're caught up. It's your turn.
Okay. I am going, this, black dragon. How far off the ground is he?
The one over there is probably about 20, 30 feet off the ground.
I would like to try webbing him, tangling up his wings.
Okay. Just the masses must be anchored to 2 or more solid and diametrically opposed points, or else the web collapses upon itself and then disappears.
What if the points were his wings?
Solid and diametrically opposed points. I would say like if you could catch it when his wings were directly overhead, but then that would be, you'd have to make like an attack roll to get it, to hit it when you want it to land, as opposed to, normally you just decide.
Let's do a attack roll. I'll try that. And I'd like to add an action die to that attack roll because this is my super cool move right
Okay.
here. I rolled an 11. What is it? A ranged attack, touch attack, or what do you want?
Yeah, let's do a range attack.
Think where am I? That's +9, so 20.
Yeah, that'll do it. You catch the wings as they are directly above its head, so they are diametrically opposed points. It gets its reflex save. Save on that.
Scott,
What's that?
What is this?
Oh, the DC. Sorry, it's 18.
Okay, it rolled a 22.
All right. So I didn't get it at all.
Yeah, no,
It's a miss.
you it can feel the strand sort of manifest out of the ether, and as it does, it kind of rolls to the side, and you see the strands manifest where the wings were for a second, but then they collapse and
Cool enough.
yeah. Okay, Largo. Anybody have something they want Largo to do?
Fireball.
Um,
I had my suggestion to him, but it's fine if he doesn't.
I would like, since I as a player don't know, but Dakuda would probably know. Wait, first off, is this a Drasculus then, or are these both dragons?
You're fairly certain that they're Draculas.
They're both Dracula's. Okay. Would I know if Largo put like a illusion over their heads?
That was my
Would
basic suggestion.
that work?
Or like if he makes an illusion but doesn't tell us, and we then believe that these dragons have their eyes shut, we're no longer making eye contact with them, right?
Ooh, that's tight. That's really.
That's what like I was driving at with like, hey, do an illusion but don't let us know.
That's why it really depends on how it actually works. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard to say.
Ooh, that would be badass as shit if that worked.
These dragons got hella sleepy.
Look at them. They're fighting like Zero.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he qualified for the final race. He said he should be here around 9:30.
Of course he fucking did.
First time he qualified.
What do you mean first time he qualified? This place has been open like 2 days.
No, he's done this a couple of times so far.
Just imagine how frantic he is right now.
Okay.
Whose birds are those?
Probably me.
I thought they were yours.
There's a lot of birds chirping over here. I think he'd either cast like a fireball, Dan, or he'd do some illusion shit.
Yeah, I'm just
I like that eyes closed. If that works, I say we give Mirok an action point to think of it.
Aaron recognizes Aaron.
okay. All right, so Largo is going to attempt to
Yes. Do it.
Those saves are hard as fuck, dude.
Okay. So you guys all see on the dragon or the Draculus that's still in the air, a large, bulbous, sort of like bobblehead of Largo's own face appear on the dragon's head. And yeah, everybody give me a will save. Yeah, if you're looking, if you're not looking, you don't see it.
I can't see that far, right? I don't have a clue this is going
Oh, yeah,
on.
you don't see any of that.
Cool.
Now, I'm not sure. Am I more engaged with the dragon in front of me?
Yeah, you and Juro have been keeping your eyes closed.
You're definitely looking. I got a 15.
I got a 12, if that matters.
I got a 12.
All right, now it looks like Largo summoned a giant bobblehead mask on top of the dragon.
That's great, guys. That's fucking great.
Okay. Yanni.
Okay. I've had a lot of time to think of some dumb shit to do here. So here we go. I would like to try to board this dragon.
Okay.
Bored.
All right. Give me an acrobatics check.
29.
Okay. You can easily jump up on the dragon's back, on the Dracula's back. Yeah, until it starts to buck and move to try to get you off, you're not going, it's got a rider. It's not trying to throw anybody right now. So you land
Right.
on, you're standing behind this kobold on its back.
Okay. Now, thinking I would like to remove him from his seat. Is that like a grapple? Do I need to like grapple and or a trip? Or I don't know. Like I'm trying to like just get him off, right? Just throw him towards.
You have, just give me a perception check.
Nice. 18 on the die. So 34.
This thing looks like it's been pretty badly beaten up by the glowing weapon next to it. You're weighing your options as far as like moving him versus just finishing him off.
Okay. Well, if we're to that point, then I guess I'm just gonna sucker punch this dude in the side of the head.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an example.
Terrible roll. It's
If you want to do your what you call
I got a 21 to hit. Oh wait, do I want to do that? Yeah, let me back up. Can I do a go brutal assault? Get all ragey here.
it? Sure.
Get pissed off at the little dude. Okay. And can I exploit weakness as well?
Sure.
Cool. Okay. Roll that. 16. That's a 29.
29 is good.
Okay, cool. When I went ahead and rolled the first go around there, I rolled a 5. So I'm just going to keep that roll, figure what's fair is fair there for the attack.
21 was going
Add
to hit
two.
anyway.
Okay, cool. So I will hit this little dude. Roll my damage. It is 18 points of damage.
Okay. 18 points. Yeah,
Is he?
You pop him in the side of the head, and like he almost falls out of the saddle just from that. I mean, he's a tiny little guy riding on the back of this thing, and you just give him a nice hard roundhouse. He's looking pretty rough.
Cool. Okay. Do I have one more attack?
You have one more attack.
Awesome. Let's go for it. Oh yeah, that'll hit. 16 on the die. Some damage here. And then that's 17 points of damage.
Okay. All right. And at that, he just kind of falls limp in the saddle. You can see he's kind of strapped in somehow, but he's no longer conscious.
It's what you call Godric style, running up the back.
Actually,
of the rifle.
no, I'm sorry. He's got a couple of points. I thought he had 45 hit points. He does not have.
Nope.
Cool.
So he slumps to the side and he's just kind of like looking over his shoulder at you, with a mixture of anger and fear.
He should be scared.
Take the reins, Yanni.
I'm gonna be a dragon rider before this is over with.
Okay. All right. So the kobold barks something, in whatever his tongue is. I assume Dakota speaks Takana.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says up. He's telling him to lift off.
You know that.
So Yanni gives me an acrobatics check to stay on the dragon.
This is where it gets to be.
This is gonna be fun. Okay, 10, 28.
So yeah, that's enough. It kind of lifts off in a, with its head first. So it's sloping back, but you manage to maintain the position.
As a free action, I just go like Avanti. We just like take off.
Juro, you can make an attack of opportunity. Oh, sweet.
Well, that's still not gonna be horrible. With 24.
24. Will hit.
Yeah, we'll keep taking percent. That's a miss.
Well, okay. Cool. So he gets up there, and the Draculus positions himself a little bit. Put Juro, Uhtred, and Otis in a line. And this one using its acid breath. So Juro, Uhtred, and Otis need to make reflexes.
15 didn't do it before. I'm pretty sure it doesn't do it now.
Uhtred, go.
Oh, I got Uhtred. He went to the bathroom real quick.
Roll a d20, my guy.
Okay, I got you. What do I need to roll?
The dice with the most amount of sides. The
Oh, I
round
got
is
it. But
four.
what do I need to roll here?
Just roll it. Roll
Just
high.
roll.
Roll 20.
13.
Okay.
Bad.
It
Look,
doesn't
that was
have a
a-
modifier plus a plus 2 plus 4.
Wait, what? Hold on, what'd you roll?
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. Had to use the bathroom.
No, this guy's great, dude. You stay in the bathroom.
Plus
We'll keep
20.
him.
Plus 22.
That the
32, 33, 34, 35.
35.
no, it's not an attack, it's a reflex save.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, yeah. So 6 plus 13.
19.
Thank you.
He's your calculator.
All right, so 19 is good, and Otis puts you all to shame with a reflex save of 26.
Oh, Otis he's good.
He's
Uh,
springy.
So Otis and Uhtred, you each take 11 points of damage.
22.
And Juro takes another 22.
That's okay.
And Dan,
All right.
Dan does Otis.
And The kobold, with Yanni too close to use his lance, just kind of reaches back with a claw and tries to scrape at Yanni's leg. Well, that is going to be actually not too bad. 25 to hit.
A 25 will hit.
And you take 4 points of damage.
Jesus, he's gonna kill me. Hey, real quick, I'm not really familiar with the life lock. How does that work, Mirok, if you don't mind?
I mean, so I'm at the start of my turn, I'm going to absorb 5 points of damage from you, which is all of that. And the range is like 100-ish feet now. So unless this thing really fucking takes off, you're going to pretty much be in range of me the whole time.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right, Uhtred. Dragon flew away, or the Draculus flew away. Uhtred.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
What I was thinking, so how high up in there, if you didn't say already, is the dragon?
It's not too high. It's like 10, 15 feet up.
Hell yeah.
Pretty low to keep that one.
All right, so I had an idea and I want to know if I can do this now. Can I take that stone figure to my left with an action die, throw it at the dragon so it distracts the gaze, and then me attack it with my axe?
So the man standing next to you is about 6 feet tall, and as a human weighs around 190 pounds.
That's all good. I'm
Rage.
Right. As a human, he is
Okay.
now 6 times more dense than he is made of stone.
okay.
So
So
he
what,
now weighs about like 1,000 pounds.
That was a dumb idea.
no, I'm level 10.
Like you can't throw him.
Yeah, you're right. I just looked. 400 pounds is about all I can move right now. So yeah. All right. So
He's a little big. You could probably, I mean, you've got the axe, you've got the chain. You could try to just throw the axe, but again, you know, you're basically keeping your eyes closed and being noticed by sound.
fuck. Yeah, I gotta keep my eyes closed.
So
He doesn't need to keep his eyes closed anymore
I have an idea.
Wait, do I not need to keep my eyes closed?
because he failed the will save, so he sees Largo's mask.
that's
That was
what-
the other dragon.
Oh, that was that dragon. My bad.
Damn.
It's the dragon that Largo's closer to. That you put the mask on.
You come around the side with your battle
I
axe.
can't. I can only. You can only do so many actions.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do again is roll to choke this some bitch.
All right, so you want to try to get that chain around its neck.
Yep, trying to get it again. Ooh,
You roll a
baby,
20.
if I do it again. Nope. Okay, but that's okay. I rolled a 13, but with my great axe.
That might hit.
That'll hit. So you throw the chain. Now you gotta make the mischance.
Oh shit! I'm not doing a D20. We're doing a D12.
Okay, you want a 7 or higher.
Come on, you piece of shit.
You suck. You suck.
But I get another attack. I get another attack, right?
Yeah, you get another swing. Go ahead.
All right.
Don't look up to whatever deity and call him a piece of shit right before you say the prayer.
There's nothing on there.
34.
Okay, so this is not your great axe. This is a chain. So just tell me what you rolled on the die, and I'll extrapolate on whether or not that hit.
12.
12. Okay, yeah, you're fine. Okay, now roll the mischief.
Oh God. All right, I'll do it again.
What do you got roll?
7 or higher.
Oh my God.
There's 2 of them.
Ah,
Tell him.
I rolled a 3.
It's a tough day on the mountain for Cawthron.
I am extremely violent, but I can't hit.
Imagine Uhtred is just like foaming at the mouth.
Oh
He's
my
just so
God.
pissed off at the
He
situation.
got a cask of ale up, throwing it.
Mirok, you have never seen anyone swing a chain with such strength and vehemence. No effect whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I feel like I could hear his blood rushing in my ears.
Uhtred has so.
All right, so the this dragon or this Draculus flies down because it did make its will save with a natural 20, so it can see through the mask that Largo put on its head. It flies down at Largo and tries to, assuming that Largo cast the illusion of the mask on its head, that Largo could also see through this illusion.
Mm.
Largo failed his own will save, so he can't. Even knowing it's an illusion, it's like it's so good. Maybe look at me.
bobblehead. I'm really good, big.
So the Draculus comes down and stares at Largo, attempting to turn him into stone, but Largo just sees a big smiling Largo face. And the rider attempts to stab at Largo with its lance. I am him. And easily hits, and now has to check to see if he hit Largo or one of his moves. So Largo has 5 mirror images up. Okay, so I'm gonna roll D10. On a 9 or 10, he's going to hit the real one. Roll 3. So he pierces an illusory Largo, and both the Kobold and the Draculus seem very aggravated the way that this has gone for them. You're up.
All
Everyone's having a frustrating time.
right. He's not very far. You said it's not very far in there, 15 feet. That wind wall still going?
Yeah.
That's gonna give me, how does that work at 30% chance with a 50% miss chance? Is that an 80%?
No, it's just you roll 30% miss chance, and then you roll.
All right, I'm throwing my spirit. Hit. Wait, there's no way I can jump that
You'd have to get like an 8-foot vertical, which would be a 32 on your acrobatic check.
Natural 20 would just be a 30. Okay, so yep, throwing the spear. Not so great. That's only one. 22, is that gonna hit?
22 is not gonna hit.
Spear's out of hand.
All right. Yeah. So it's just kind of, yeah, Yanni, you feel or you see a shaft of wood.
What about 23?
All right, looking for 24. You see a shaft of wood fly past you as you're balancing on the back of the
24?
24.
Sweet. Alright. We'll see how much it does.
But you still have to roll,
Oh, mischief.
yeah, roll the 30%.
Yeah,
to get through
I'll still
the,
take whatever that is. 68,
okay, so the wind wall doesn't stop it.
and that, well, I'll roll again. Number of business.
Man.
Even with
You and Uchard are having the worst fucking time. Okay, so yeah, Yanni, you see a shaft of wood fly past your head as it careens off into the field somewhere.
Could I take advantage of snatch arrow in that circumstance
Ooh.
and
Uh,
have a spear?
Sure. I mean, it's not going at you, so it's near you. Just give me a reflex save. If you roll better than a 15, you grab it. Or if your total is better than
Awesome roll, had 18 on the die, so
15. Yeah, you snatch a spear out of the air.
That's what I meant to do. I was passing.
the only reason why I got snatch arrow.
You're up. You're up.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but my spiritual weapon just like attacks now. It's kind of like Mudlark's ball of water thing.
Yeah, I mean, you can move at a certain distance, and then.
Well, no, it stays on that guy until he's dead. It's
Oh.
only when I direct it to a new target that it requires a move action.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Cool. So I want to first roll to attack. I mean, yeah, this guy's fucked. It's 33 to hit.
Yeah, that'll
Okay. And then it's plus 3, so it's 5 points of damage.
hit. Okay.
Is he still saying?
Barely holding on to conscience.
Well, okay. So what I want to ask is, this thing can attack twice, right? Then can I still then cast a spell? Because this is an ongoing thing.
Yeah. No, you can. Yeah, you can cast.
Okay, great. Well, I'm going to keep attacking because fuck this little lizard boy. Not a great roll. 13. 20 total.
No, 21.
Okay, all good. With my spell, I want to. Well, because I can still move. Right. So I'm gonna move back down the line towards Largo. Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, sure. Actually, one more up, Dan. Just one more up. Thank you. And then I want to cast Spiritual Weapon on this Kobold Rider if I can.
Okay.
Because there's no reason I can't have both active. So I'm going to roll that up. 15 plus. Yeah, so 29 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. 5 points of damage. I'll roll it again. 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. Rolling really low on damage. Another 5 points of damage to that kobold. So now there's 2 hammers of Mosin, and I love that you have the figurines for this. And they're just levitating around these kobolds, just beating the shit out of them.
All right. Dakuda.
The other dragon, the kobold is still conscious, alive up there.
Yeah, he's he's kind of like wavering in the saddle.
Is Yanni up there with him still?
Yanni's still up there with him.
Okay. Well, I had planned to do one thing, but that just changed. I'm going to just do a scorching ray at the one to the south there.
Okay.
I get 2 rays, I think. And so +9. So the first one would be 20.
That'll hit.
And the second one would be, wait, what was that? 16.
16 will hit.
So 2 of them. All right. So that'll be 8d6. 6. 29.
29 total.
Yep. I rolled pretty low on most of those.
Do you want to move it all?
Yeah, move north 1 spot. Or no, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. Stay where I'm at.
All right. Wargo is going to take a consistently Wargo option. Well, first he's going to try to get out of melee range, which is going to incur attack opportunity from the Draculus and the Kobold.
Just lost the battle, Matt.
I lost the battle mat too.
The Kobold we'll see if we get the does not, another mirror image disappears. And the Draculus is going to attempt to bite. Definitely hit. But now there are 3 images. This one is going to hit. That is only it's still only 11 points of damage on Largo. Not bad. Largo is terrified, but he steps back and casts Burning Arc. Dracula. Dracula has to make a reflex save. And I think an 18 can hit. So Dracula takes full damage. Yeah, that's 18. Dracula takes 47 points of damage. Dracula is not liking fire right now. And then he's going to arc it to the Kobold on the Dracula. And the Kobold has to make it. So the the kobold back. 15 points of fire damage. And Margot is feeling mighty satisfied with himself. Yanni.
Okie doke. So, I guess I'll just the kobold is still alive yet, just barely. So I guess I'm going to attack him.
Okay. Actually, before you do anything else, give me another acrobatics check to maintain your,
Sure.
balance on the back of this flying thing.
That's a 1 on the die.
Okay.
Crippling it.
Yeah. You are too focused on getting at this kobold, and your foot slips as one of the wing beats moves you to the side, and you slowly descend to the ground as your ring of slow fall kicks in, and you land beneath the dragon or the Dracula. I'll say that's a move action. You still take a standard action.
Okay. Trying to weigh my options here. I did not plan on falling off that dragon. How high up in the air is the dragon?
It's like 15 feet up.
You only need a 32 acrobatics to get it.
He needed 36 because you are 7 feet tall.
Oh, right.
You can reach higher.
I do have that additional plus 21 to high jump.
Yeah, you do. I mean, it is possible for you to jump up and clamber back onto this thing's back.
Why not? It was comfy up there.
Okay, give me a status check.
Use that spear to get a good grip in it.
Okay, let's see. It's not an awesome roll. 6 on the die, but then plus 39, so 45.
Yeah. You leap back up into the air, an amazing 11-foot vertical, and grab a hold of this thing's tail. Give me an athletics check.
All right. Athletics, is that the strength modifier?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do have some points in it, right? You're not
Where would that be? I don't even see it on here. I'm sorry. I have like a climb.
Your modifier is 15. So D20 plus 15.
Okay. Sorry. Let's see. 20.
20? That's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you grab a hold of its tail, you start pulling your way up, but that's pretty much taking your whole turn to just get back on this thing's back.
Yeah.
And Juro, you see this
What here?
totally normal dude just like whoop, right back up there.
I didn't really hear it until you grabbed it. And then I heard a little bit when you jumped, but when you grabbed it and that like you climbing up the tail, I heard that.
You did hear the distant sound of tub thumping by Chumbawamba, though.
As Yanni's flying up to grab the dragon's tail, he says, "Never skip leg day."
And as Yanni is holding on to the tail and working his way up, the Draculus kind of like bows himself down and looks across his belly at you hanging from his tail. Make a fortitude save.
Statue.
22.
Yeah, you feel like this sensation of your muscles stiffening and your body seizing up, but you are a master of your physicality, and you shrug off that arcane intrusion into your physicality, and you are not going to turn into stone just
Whew.
so. the kobold at 0 hit points is going to do nothing in order to avoid taking another point of damage and falling. And I don't think, yeah, he doesn't even have like any potion. Cool. So, that's for that duo. Uhtred.
All right, guess what we're gonna do?
Okay.
Here we go again. Come on. Well, this has been a good day, but okay, so that's not the best, but 30.
30 will hit.
Okay, okay.
You need above.
Now
11.
I'm changing it up.
Okay.
D6, Dan.
Okay.
The white D6. The pure D6. I got a white one here. You piece of shit. Don't fuck me up. 3 or above, I think.
4 or above.
Yeah! Let's get it.
All right.
All right, so with the chain end.
All right. You throw the chain up, and it wraps around the Draculus neck, and you feel it. You know, you feel it go tight, go snug. You've got something.
Hell yeah! Now I got another attack. Correct?
Yeah. What are you going to try to do with that?
How much? I guess I should ask. How much chain do I have left, or should I pull out my butcher or war axe to hit it?
Well, so you don't have any more chain to do anything else with. Like at this
So there's not
point,
enough room to smack it.
right. The thing is, though, at this point, you on the ground, it's got a rider and a Yanni on its back, and you're strong as fuck. You might be able to pull it down to you.
Yeah. So can I roll to grapple? I guess.
This is going to be an opposed strength. So you roll a d20 and add your strength modifier, and it's going to roll a d20 and add its strength modifier.
Okay.
And whoever rolls higher wins the tug of war.
Let's do it. 15, 19.
19. Aren't you raging?
What?
You're raging, right?
Yeah, I'm raging, and it's a ability modifier +4.
Right. No. When you're raging on the Uhtred raging sheet, your ability modifier is +7.
+10.
7.
Oh, +7. Sorry.
26.
26.
Okay. Well, that will beat its.
Yeah.
You rolled it. Wait. You rolled a 15, right?
Our math might be off here.
I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
It's a 22. 22.
22.
22. Okay. That beats its 21.
Oh, baby.
So you're in the trench and you dig your heels into the wall of this trench and then just hand over hand pull the dragon out of the sky down to you, and you with your eyes closed you keep pulling until you can feel that dragon breath on your face. Fuck yeah.
We got him,
We
boys.
got it. We got it.
You just see Yanni like peep his head over the dragon, like, holy shit.
I just done jumped up here and you pulled it right back down to the ground. You could have told me.
Yeah. So yeah, you pull it down to the ground. Yanni, you're hanging in midair, and then your feet find purchase on the ground again. You're like, oh okay. Free action, fuck yeah.
All right. I will say that as you have the chain wrapped around its neck and you're just pulling it down, I'll go ahead and say you do strength damage. in this effort, as you're like fucking choking it out, so it'll take 7 points of damage as you do this. All right, that brings us to the other Draculus, who is turning his attention on Mirok now. Charges forward. And as it charges forward, it's going to take an attack on Mirok with a bite, and the rider is going to take an attack on Mirok with a lance. So that's a 17 on the die for a well above 30 on the attack. So Mirok, and a 5 and a 6. And a D6 it is. So that is 17 points of damage from the Draculus bite.
Okay.
And the rider, natural 18. Too bad lance is not crit on it. But that is 9, 12, 18, and 27 from the rider.
So the little kobold did more damage.
Charging with a lance, man.
Yeah.
The kobold is in another life, in another time, Mirok thinks his name might have been Mungo.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking.
And gets the sense of, I think this guy's a cavalier.
This cracks me up. A dragon fucking got beat up by a kobold. Okay, cool.
All right. So that is it for Mirok. And it's also like, from Mirok's perspective, Largo just like bit your face off.
Right, you're right. Yeah.
The giant Largo bobblehead came in and chomped on you. Jura. All right. There's definitely something right next to you. And you're flanking.
Oh, sweet. All right, I want to power attack again. If it matters, I was power attacking that one hit and didn't do that +6, but if it's like 3 rounds later, boom. All right, here they go. That is a hit. That is a hit. That's a hit. 16 plus. Wait, above a 30 is a hit. Yeah. All right, and then
So
that
you're
last
getting
one,
a +14 on the secondary.
I've got right now, because I'm flanking, I've got, and I'm not, I'm power attacking, so I have a -3, so I have 21 -3, so there you go. 18, but so 18, so it's a 28, that definitely hits. That 13, yeah. 13, yeah. Okay, 29. And then that'll miss. So four hits, but I gotta do percentile. First one hits. Cool. Second one hits. Third one hits. Oh my gosh, finally. Fourth one. Oh, let's roll her. Yes, hits. All right. Finally.
Finally, vindication.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's better. 94 points of damage.
Yeah, you just punching bag the shit out of this
Well, now that I don't have that awkward
Bam!
killing spear in my hand, I'm freed up with the tech of the guy to really slice more naturally.
Yeah, you're just, you know, eyes closed, fist swinging, and just like every single one you feel purchased on this bone.
Well, it's because I smell Uhtred next to me with that chain, and because I can smell the metal and Uhtred right next to me.
Is 94 points of damage the group record? I feel like that's the group record.
No, because that's a bunch of hits.
It's 4 hits.
Oh, it's 4 hits. Okay,
No, that wasn't.
not a 1-hit record.
It's definitely not. My group, my highest is pretty good, but that was 1 hit.
I feel like our highest record was like somewhere in like the 70s or 80s.
Mine is 76 is my highest personally.
I think Saruk has the record right now. I have to check with him.
Yeah. Well, I think Saruk in 1 round did over 100.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that dude's a machine gun.
So yeah. Now, if any of you could dragon, you would see, you know, what condition it was in. Murak.
Okay.
Thanks, Uhtred.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll my spiritual weapon attacks. The first one's gonna attack Kobold on the green Dracolisk, which is at 0. So that's probably gonna go great for him. Yeah, a 30 to hit,
That'll hit.
and then 9 points of damage.
Yeah, he's out.
He's fully dead.
He's a limp being strapped to the saddle on a Dracula.
Great. As a move action, I then transfer the spiritual weapon to the Dracolisk he was riding.
Okay.
Can I then make attacks?
Yeah, sure.
Holy shit, I'm gonna make so many attacks. This is great. Okay, not great. 10, 24 to hit.
That is exactly what you need.
Yeah. Eat Mosin. 6 points of damage.
You are taking a -5 on the second hit, right?
Okay. I did not know that. I will factor that in.
Okay, so that does not hit.
Oh, but that's a new attack. It's a new person. I've shifted it with the move action, so that's the primary attack now.
No. You get so many attacks per round, and it's based on like a base attack bonus, which is your level.
Uh-huh.
For the purpose of the spiritual weapon. The first attack is, and actually, I mean, you didn't even have to, well, you did have to technically, by the spell, use a move action to switch target.
Yeah.
It didn't, the hammer didn't move anywhere.
Yeah, totally.
But
So-
its first attack was at the base attack bonus, but then its second attack is an iterative attack. And it actually,
Okay. All right. Good to know. Okay, so that ends spiritual weapon number 1. Spiritual weapon number 2 is gonna go now. On the other kobold, that's absolutely gonna hit. That's gonna be like a 32.
what are you fucking rolling, man?
I rolled an 18 on the die. Yeah, rolled really well.
You're rolling big numbers.
We started out with a shit ton of 20.
Yeah, I'm rolling really well on the spiritual weapon. But then damage is just doo-doo. This one's pretty good. So a 6 on the die plus 3 is 9. And then I'm gonna roll my second attack at a -5.
Mhm.
So it's a 17 on the die, -5 is gonna be a 12. Then I'm gonna add my level.
Yep.
10. So it's gonna be 22. And then I'm gonna add my charisma, which is a 4. 26.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Damage. 8 points of damage to that kobold.
All right.
And then I cannot move because I use my move action to move
You can move if you burn your standard action. Or you can use your standard action, do standard action thing.
yeah. So what I'm wondering,
You are in melee range with the kobold and the Dracula.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I can't take like a 5-foot step and then do something.
You can take a 5-foot step, but you're pretty sure you'd still be in range of the Dracula.
Okay, then I'm gonna take a
Outside of the range of the kobold.
yeah, I'm gonna take a move action then to try. I'm basically trying to get in the center of this little ring of my allies so that on the next turn I can start some healing stuff going on.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if you take a move action, you're going to take an attack opportunity from both.
Unless you
Can't
did
do-
a 5 foot.
Yeah, the 5-foot step would get you out of attack of opportunity range for the kobold, but not the Draculus. And then you could still take a standard action.
I'm gonna do that. I'll roll those dice. I'll take a 5-foot step and I'm going to channel positive energy. And
Okay.
yeah, so I'm not channeling as like doing a quick channel or anything like that. So it's just a straight up channel.
Okay. Can you do that? Can you pass that defensively?
Yeah, let me know something's off.
I'm just curious. I mean, if you could make a concentration check to avoid any attack roll, that might be nice.
Oh, okay.
And you can't use a standard action. Like once you've made a 5 foot, you can't use another action to take another 5 foot.
Right.
But it's a 5 foot.
Channeling positive energy does not incur attacks of opportunity. What?
Hell yeah. Okay, great. I'm gonna channel positive energy.
Okay.
Cool. 2, 6, 11. Okay, everyone within 30 feet of me heals for 19 points of damage. Dan, can you list out who that is just so we make sure no one misses their healing?
That is everyone except for Yanni.
Okay. Yanni, you're doing fine. You have no damage right now because I absorbed it already.
Yeah, I'm rocking and rolling.
Okay.
Cool.
How much was that?
19.
Okay.
So Juro's just been fucking yo-yoing back and forth with like 22 down, 26 up, 22 down, 19 up.
All right, Dakuda.
This lower kobold, what kind of shapes he look in?
The one on the other dragon, the one on the Largo face dragon.
The south one, yeah.
Give me a perception check.
The shape of a tiny bipedal dragon.
It would be 23.
23. He looks pretty beat up. He may or may not last another round of attention from Mirok's spiritual weapon.
My intention is to do dragon breath lightning and try and get him and the dragon both. Can I move to get a good line? Okay.
Yep.
That right there is what I'll do.
Okay. What is the reflex save on that?
20.
Okay. Well, with a 5 and a 3 on the dice, they are not going to make those six.
Yeah. All right. 10d6. Ooh. 22. 27. 36.
36?
Yep.
Okay. All right, that is definitely enough to take out the kobold. He is a crispy critter on the back of this thing.
Nice.
The Draculus is, singed and burnt everywhere except for that big Largo mask. That Largo mask is pristine.
Nice.
Cool. So, Margot. Really nice numbers. I'm gonna just put him out of initiative order until we shoot him. He's a creatively designed character, and I'll say that at the very least he backs it.
And he is microscopic as well.
Yeah, he's a tiny guy. Yanni.
Okay, so I am on the ground, not on the back of the dragon, right?
You're on the ground. You
Okay.
got his arm wrapped around the Dracula's tail, but you are on the ground.
Okay.
You usually let go.
At this point, I think I'm over trying to wrangle it, and I think I'm just going to start hitting it.
Yep.
So, let me just go all out here. Is that 5 attacks?
That is 5 attacks. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's the AC? And I'll just roll them all out at once here.
It's 24, but you're flanking, so essentially 22.
Okay, cool. I will be right back with how many hit. Two, 3 hits so far. This one might not. Fourth one does not. And fifth one does not. Okay, so the first 3 hit. I'll do some damage and get back to you. If you want to go ahead.
No, I don't want to hear the damage.
Okay.
The thing's fucked up.
First one's 20.
Yeah.
Second one's 19. Oh, nice. Third's 23.
All right. And with that, you kind of start at the tail and hit it at the base of the tail, just above, its hips or something. You take another side step, got another pair of hips. You hit it there too, and then another one right behind the shoulder blade, and you hear a bunch of ribs crack, and it's just enough. You collapse like one of its lungs, and it kind of hisses this gurgling noise as all 6 legs kind of get out underneath it. It hits the ground.
Nice.
That's it for both of them. Uhtred, you hear whatever it is crash on the ground underneath you, and the chain goes slack as there's no longer any resistance pulling against it.
All right, so I'm grabbing this thing down. So what I want to do now is, can I take an axe off my back? I got a war axe and a butcher axe. Can I take one of those off? And I have 2 moves, right?
Well, you got 2 swings, or a swing and a move.
But is taking an axe off a move?
Nah.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna go with my war axe because that thing is bad.
Glenn, didn't the chain go slack? So can't you use the axe you have in your hands?
I don't know. I thought I couldn't use it
Because there's no more.
Well, part of this is the animal that you were pulling down to the ground has now just fallen and crumpled on the ground. It's not.
Oh, let's just chop its head off then.
Okay. So yeah, you take your great axe, which now you have plenty of slack on the chain, and you just decapitate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Natural 20!
Yeah, you come down, and its neck is like a tree trunk.
Dude,
It's
this is nuts.
stubby neck, and you just cleave it right in two, and the head rolls down the berm and just kind of comes to rest at the bottom of the trench.
Seems like it might come to rest on the wall at House.
Because it's a good trophy for the bar.
Yeah.
You own a bar.
Oh, here comes Speed Racer Steve McQueen. Ka-chow.
Performed poorly.
It's a good trophy for them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
Get to the finals, bud.
The beef and the beer. Yeah.
I performed
Yeah.
poorly.
All right. So yeah,
Own a bar.
the head rolls down into the ditch,
No.
and you see, a stream of blood start to trickle out of its neck into the dirt.
Which we remember is good.
And okay, so Largo, you guys responded to another one of the Falcon cries. You arrived on the scene to see several Stenton soldiers turn to stone. You guys, sort of, what do you call it? Investigated the area, trying to figure out, you assume that it's more of these Draculas that Godric ran into. And as Dakuda threw out some stones with light cast on them to illuminate the area, it was enough to draw their attention back to this spot. And two Draculas with Draculus riders came down and attacked. At Mirok's suggestion, you cast an illusion on the head of one of the Draculas, and it is now wearing a giant Largo-faced bobblehead.
Okay.
None of you can see its eyes, and its gaze attack is negated. It did attack you. It did, you did get a little bit of a bite, a little bit of a nibble. You were under the effect of mirror image. You've got one mirror image left. The other 4 have been removed by attacks.
Okay, so I'm down 1/3 level, and then did I do a major image for the illusion?
Yes,
And then the 2 horses.
and you passed the communal mount in order to get here.
Twice.
No, just one.
Oh,
Yeah, and you're at full health. The one bite you got was healed.
I'm at full health, and we healed because I was at 37 at the end of the last one.
Oh yeah, you were healed before we left.
Cool.
And you cast Burning Arc.
And I cast Burning Arc. Okay, so I'm relatively spent because we have not rested. Okay,
No, we have rested.
This is 2 days later.
cool. Okay, then I'm doing fucking excellent.
But yeah, so at this point, you are here on the map. You are here.
Okay.
This one has been dispatched. This Draculus over here has been dispatched. This guy is still there. He's looking damaged. Dakuda just spit lightning at him and scorched his rider. There is a spiritual hammer that is attempting to pummel him. But yeah, that Draculus is the only thing left on the field right now that's moving.
And it does have a rider.
Oh, and you are tiny.
The rider is dead. I think it got burned up.
As they say in Italy, the rider is gazpacho. You feel me?
I think
He's just thinking about it real hard.
Yeah, he's frozen real hard.
He's like, what?
We just
Yeah.
got him.
That's why he lost the race, his reflex skills.
Yeah.
it would be amazing if he was doing this on purpose.
He really was.
That would be awesome. But no.
Oh!
He's got fuzzy.
Okay, well, there's. Well, now he's
Mirror
got
image.
image.
Mirror image.
I got
There's
it.
two of me. Why are there 2 of me?
I don't know.
Oh, it just went away.
No, that was my favorite one.
We had some Among Us
Sorry.
stuff going on. Who was the
That was-
imposter?
That was
So
cool.
Largo, you are here and you are tiny.
Cool.
And this Dracolisk over here is the only opponent left on the field.
And I was asking, is it it has a rider, correct?
The rider is a crispy critter.
Okay, cool. So just the basilisk. Okay. Cool.
Your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. That was perfect timing.
Welcome
Okay.
to the shit.
All right, here we fucking go. I am going to do something completely out of left field that I was planning on doing to the rider, but I'll just do it to the fucking basilisk. It might not work very well. Let me look up the specifics of the spell, but I will cast Phantasmal Asphyxiation. 4th level spell, so will save of 24.
You can
That's a
imagine-
really good thing to be casting on a dragon.
You could imagine who killed the other one.
I'm sure I can.
Uhtred played with the chain for 20 minutes and then chopped its head
Yeah.
off after I killed it.
And then finally rolled 3 natural 20.
So it must succeed a will save, or it believes that it can no longer breathe. An affected target must attempt a fortitude save each round at the beginning of the turn. The first time it fails its fortitude save, it is staggered until the next time it attempts to save against the spell. If it fails 2 fortitude saves in a row, it falls unconscious for the spell's duration.
Okay. So what's the
That
one
spell's gonna rock you. That's perfect for dragons.
Ooh.
That 22 will save?
24.
Okay. Well, it rolled 25.
Oh,
Aw.
jeez.
Okay, cool. Well, let's take I don't know which way north is, but let's take 10 feet towards the top of the screen in movement.
Well, you actually, you already moved away from the dragon, or the Dracolisk. So like your move action was already taken.
Oh, okay. So I came in halfway through my turn. Okay. Well, yeah, that's the spell I cast, and we're done.
Well, I moved you because I figured you want to be out of the fight.
Oh, yeah.
Because, and then I just waited until you showed up for an actual action.
Yeah. Totally. No, yeah, that was my action, and I'll probably try it again next time.
Okay. And you've been using your swift action each round to keep up the illusion. Okay. Well, at this point, Dracolisk is not liking the situation it is in, and it is going to fly away. So it lifts off, and
Yanni, jump!
Please let me jump on it.
makes a hasty retreat. Jura.
Well,
How far can it move? How far did it move?
moving that way.
Jura's turn.
Do I hear it moving that way?
You can. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna just peek, and I'm gonna do like kind of strobe light with my eyes.
Okay.
So if you want to give me a minus for that, and then I just want to move towards it. There's no way I'm gonna be able to jump.
It's like 60 feet in.
Yeah, but I want to just kind of move that direction. I'm gonna track it.
So you
And then ending with my eyes closed, but like strobe lighting with while I'm running.
you got like 60 feet of move, right?
Yeah. But if it's a full round, then I could move double. So
I mean, you get right under it.
cool.
You're up.
All right.
I'm going to, as a move action, move the spiritual weapon that was attacking Draco. Well, no. Did I already move it, Dan? I didn't because I was attacking the kobold and then the Kuda killed it. So as a move action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon that was attacking kobold number 2 to Dracolisk number 2. And it's going to make its attacks.
Team, I hate to do it, but I have to dip out to go with the rest of these guys. So I hate to do it, but I will be leaving now.
That's all good, dude.
And I got a little
Later.
drunk. So
Later, buddy.
Well,
Love you
yeah,
guys.
now you know. Now you know. Wednesday nights. Mark it on your calendar.
I can do it. I can do it. All right. See you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
All right.
Can I make that attack now, Dan?
Yep, you can make both of them.
Hell yeah. Ooh, that's really good. It's a 19 on the die.
Dude, this is the best you've ever done with spiritual.
I'm having a great time. 33 to hit.
That'll hit.
Damage is 8. Rolling for the second one at -5. 22 to hit.
19 will not hit.
22 doesn't hit, it's fine. And I can't, there's no way I can move my other spiritual weapon to him, right? Because I already used one move action. The other one's orbiting a dead Dracolisk.
It says you can use a move action. So if you take your standard action to use a move action,
I'm going to do that because there's no way in hell Mirac's going to catch up with this guy. So I do that because magic is faster. And then I will roll to attack. Let's fucking go, dude. All right. It's a 33 to hit.
that'll hit.
Okay, 7 points damage. Gonna roll a -5. Oh yeah, I don't hit at all. I rolled a 5.
Yeah.
That is my turn.
It's great that your spiritual weapon does not have eyes. You've been able to consistently attack with it without.
Just little drips and drabs.
All right, Dakuda.
He'd probably want to make sure he doesn't miss, so we'd just send 5 magic missiles over there his way.
Nice.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
2, 5. So 14. Not great.
That's 14. All right, yeah, that is enough.
Yeah.
And with the jinx spell at his disposal,
Ting, ting, ting.
Pew,
Pew, pew, pew.
5 little points of force energy that unerringly pierced the Dracula, spreading its wings, and one finds its mark, right in Dracula's chest, and the beast falls out of the sky. It's still with some forward momentum, so it doesn't fall on top of Juro, but it skids to the ground.
I would like the survival of that motherfucker's eyeballs out.
All right.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, we all want an eyeball, and I want some blood.
I would like to try something with the decapitated head of the other Drasculus before we start gouging shit out of it.
This is very, very, very quickly getting weird.
This could work. Okay.
All
All right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like taking them with like.
Oh yeah, we could. It's been less than an hour, right?
I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying? If I'm leaving.
What are you thinking, Scott?
hold on a
We
second,
can-
let me
We can
handle-
save all these guys.
Let me handle this. The eyeballs seem hard as stone themselves. With a 22, there's no way you're gonna
jagged cutout, a chunk of the skull, that's beyond
Yeah.
22. But prying the eyeballs out, is
Okay, sweet. I'll do that.
yeah, with if you guys focus on collecting all the blood from these things and painting the afflicted, the petrified with them.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Give me some more survival checks because you're trying to like get all of the blood out of these things.
All right, so that's a 18 and 16.
You managed to eke out, enough blood from the 2 of them to get all set.
Nice.
You guys do notice that there are, like 2 or 3 additional smash statues. You didn't save everybody. And yeah, there's lots of soldiers who kind of just like blitzed, ran away as this thing came down, and they're hiding in trenches, cowering, covering their eyes.
I want to get some of those soldiers who were stone to help me drag this Draculus behind enemy lines so we can skin it out.
The soldiers are only so effective in that. However, the phantasmal mounts are quite useful.
Nice. Yeah, I just want to get this stuff on our side of the fence so we can skin it out.
There's still several hours of use on those.
Cool.
But yeah, you guys are basically using every last drop to get that 7th guy. So there really isn't any remaining blood to be salvaged for other purposes, unfortunately, Mr. Takuda.
I mean, Dan, what if I have 5 charges that I can use towards restoration?
I mean, well, restoration ain't gonna do shit.
What was the spell I used previously to resolve?
Break enchantment.
Break enchantment. Okay, well I can use that 3 times.
Okay. I mean, if you want to spend those instead,
I'm comfortable spending 2 of those.
2 of those. Okay. So then that would give enough wiggle room for Dakota to get like a pint or so.
Nice.
Okay, so Mirok, you
Assuming you're
you
not
still
walking
have
around with enough containers to like manage more than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mirok, you still have 1 break enchantment, right?
I have 1 5th level spell.
Okay. Yanni is like, hey, come here, meet me by this basilisk head real quick. I want you to help me. Can I see the thing's eyes at all? The way the head lays.
Oh, that actually reminded me. You went straight for the eyes. Nice.
Oh yeah, that's good. 16 plus 7.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you went for the eyes, so Yanni gave me another 42.
So I just want to. Okay, let me.
Yeah, you go down, you grab this head, you start to finagle with it, and there's still some magic left.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, there's a fortitude save of 20.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so I just want to say maybe we should keep this and use it against them.
Okay.
If it's still like if there's a way to preserve it.
I mean, that was what was left. There was one
Okay.
last attack left in the head. And at this point, like with a little bit of discussion between Dakuda and Largo and Mirok, you guys realize that the magic of the petrifying gaze is spent, and you're not going to be able to do anything with it anymore.
Oh no, I got a rocking necklace, couple of troll claws, couple of basilisk eyes.
I was thinking just get enough to do like a pool table.
Would the blood be good for calcific touch, or would only like an eyeball, you think, for focus casting?
An eyeball would definitely be more functional.
Is there any eyeballs left?
Uh,
Juro likes you a lot, and you know he got two.
yeah, I mean, the one that the horses drug back across and onto the other side of the, its eye sockets are empty. The head that Uhtred chopped off still has its two eyes, though there might be, some argument. He wants to hang it on the wall at Hounson's, and
Right.
eyes are definitely pretty cool looking as far as like features, and they're already calcified, so they won't rot.
hmm
So he's like there's probably a little bit of hesitation there for him wanting to like not have the eyes as part of this presentation.
I'm fine with that. The blood would probably be more for remove petrification or something.
The
Spell
blood
component.
has some restorative properties that you might be able to finagle into other applications.
Okay.
But yeah, the thing is, if it's not used within an hour, it will not just function as,
Right.
unless you can figure out some way to preserve it or reactivate it a later time.
Cool.
Do that badass that magic missile fell that fucking thing.
However, these things are covered with black draconic scale.
Ooh.
Now they're not purebred, they're not pure dragon. You feel like, there might be some use to them, but probably, any usage of these will burn them out, but, you won't be able to maintain a focus with them.
How many you think I could get in just a short amount of time?
Give me a perception and a knowledge arcana.
Perception is 23. Knowledge arcana is 23. 23, 23.
Okay.
Dr. Pepper.
I'll say, looking over these things with all the damage from the fighting and stuff, and you're looking for very specific ones that would have a distinct, focal energy. Looking around the corpses of these, you find about 4 that you think would be suitable.
Awesome. Cool.
So 4 black Dracula scale.
Fuck yeah.
And I asked him if he can message for them to send some reinforcements, because it looked like some of the people who were mining the line here became chunks of rock.
I don't know if we're close enough if I could do that.
Okay.
Well, you guys are about a mile and a half out.
I didn't think we were, but I don't think Juro understands that.
So yeah.
Well, I've got sending also. I could actually do that if we need to.
You have the spell or you have a scroll?
I have a scroll, but I think I would have switched it out on my ring by now because I think I just had aura sight or something like that on there, and it would have been better for the wartime situation.
Okay. When it spell knowledge?
Spell knowledge.
When it spell knowledge. I just wanted to make sure I knew how it worked. Okay, so roll a spellcraft check and get a 20 or higher.
Okay. Actually, it's only 23.
So you rolled a 3?
Yeah.
No. I was just checking to see if you rolled a 1. So yeah, the last time you used sending, you stored the
Nice.
stuff, and yeah. Now
I just update the command center.
Okay. What do you say?
2 Draculus. I don't know how much time do I have in
25
sending.
words.
2 Draculus took out whatever this formation is here. East wing.
Okay.
Send reinforcements. Draculus down.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, you got room to spare. That's what the ohms.
You hear in your head, I just heard someone saying something inside my head. It sounded like must be some of the magic that they have. Draculus is over on the east end of the. Most people do not understand this magic voodoo that you do.
This
Thinking
voodoo
very
voodoo.
strongly in Dakota's voice.
I think I had messaged that guy before though, when
Oh,
Uh,
Jenkins?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and it's much the same, only less confusion.
Yeah.
You just hear him talking to whoever's nearby him that they need to send reinforcements. And that there were Draculas. Okay, so with all of the survival checks, removal of body parts, painting of the afflicted with Dracula's blood. You guys are out here till a little past midnight before everything is taken care
And
of.
are there any like soldiers here who I can really like take under my wing, pun intended, and or their wing, and help like instruct in like how you would properly skin a dragon? I've done this before.
There's some people who are curious, but you feel like the shock and awe of the scenario is more than their attention can manage. So they're more just in awe and watching the spectacle than learning anything. One of them seems to be listening to you, but at some point he leans over to another soldier and is like I am ever going to be in a situation where I can skin a dragon.
Nice. Here we go. We'll give a survival for that. It's not fantastic, but a 15. So they're skinned decently.
Yeah, I have 2 little yellow hammer dudes
I like those.
for spiritual weapon. And little globes of light. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, when you first put those down, I thought those were invisible enemies attacking us. And I was like, no, that's the light that he just cast on rocks.
No, the invisible enemies attacking you are for light. Cool. So, with that, you guys head back to the command tower, command area of the.
Man tower.
Man Central.
All right. Yeah. By the time you get back there, I guess actually those mounts last for a while.
Yeah, I named mine.
Henry.
Carl.
Mm-hmm.
Catch up.
I feel like we crushed the shit out of those Draculas, guys. I feel like that was a really efficient combat from everybody.
I feel like until that last attack of mine where I really did a lot of damage, I was like, well, fuck, I've got blind fight and improved blind fight, and it's doing me no good at all.
I feel like we like consistently did okay amounts of damage, which then gave us time for like you or Uhtred to like slam him with like huge amounts of damage, or fucking Yanni.
I love that spear is like tasted like dragon hybrid blood twice, and that's the only time that spear has ever been in use.
Oh yeah, Yanni grabs Euro and says, "I think this is yours." He gives him the spear back.
Right, 'cause you just pulled that out of the fucking air.
Like,
Yeah, you guys, the save on the petrification was not very difficult for the marshals. So I was kind of impressed that you guys just avoided looking at them the entire fight, as opposed to like risking it, because
Mhm.
yeah, it was at best a 50-50 on the marshals. For the casters, you guys might have had a rougher time with it.
I did like my one strobe light running at it. Like,
And that's the other thing that was hilarious, was the casters never looked away. The marshals kept their eyes closed the entire time.
I'm gonna look at shit. I know where it is.
Mirok's like, I'm blind, I ain't gonna see it anyway.
This is, yeah, it's fine.
that bobblehead was off. That was such a good idea.
Yeah,
That was
Largo, that was
such a fucking
fantastic.
Good idea.
Thanks, Mirok. I appreciate the suggestion there.
But yeah, so let's see. You guys get back to camp, and as opposed to the group of you who've decided to mostly, maintain a sort of nocturnal presence, as you feel the attacks are most likely to land at that point in time. Many of the nobles who are also commanders in this function are maintaining their normal sleep schedule. Some of it's a little bit of a, I can't be bothered. Some of it is just a matter of, they function better if they sleep at night and are awake during the day. But as you guys arrive, several of them have already bedded down. Lord Jenkins is still there, though he does look like he's not in his armor. He's getting ready to turn in. And he just checks to make sure you guys are all present and accounted for before he goes to bed for the evening. And just checks in. Dracula. What exactly is a Dracula?
I roll them out.
You did not drag the 3-ton dragons all the way from.
That's what my intention was to skin the 2 corpses. So it's like the Elven Kingdom thing. It's like,
I mean, I think
dragon.
I think
We
the
do have that
person
head.
who knows the most and can update him among us would probably be Dakuda, right?
To an extent, yeah. I mean, and the skin that you bring back is like a long, black, scaly skin that could easily belong to a crocodile.
Okay.
Or something else.
Well, nonetheless, that's the extent of Juro. It's like I got physical evidence.
The Dracula's head that Uhtred's carrying under his
Pretty
arm
good.
is a little bit more, descriptive. But yeah, between the group of you, you all kind of explain to him what exactly a Dracula is, and he stifles the awe and concern at what kind of monstrous beasts these are and the danger they pose. Well, that's the third. That's 3 so far.
Yeah.
I hope that is the sum total of what she has to bear upon us.
Oh, she's got more than that.
I hope it's not as many as she had goblins that could fly. Again, thank you for your service. And I think this is a bit much for me. I'm going to have to.
Yes, Jenkins. Lord Jenkins.
And everyone give me a perception check.
11.
21.
11.
31.
Okay. All right. Dakuda. As you are just thinking about pondering the options that are presented to you, both with the Draculus eye and the jar of Draculus blood that you now have access to, and what that might mean to you in your future experimentation. You hear the flap of Jenkins' tent come down, and then you hear from that.
I hear the flap, the what of?
The flap of Jenkins' tent go down, and just like sort of out of the corner of your eye, you kind of look over that way, and your attention kind of gets caught by that slight movement in the periphery of your vision, about 100, 150 feet away. And then from that direction, you hear
Somebody's killing him.
I go over and say, I go to check it out. I run over there.
all right.
You run?
Yeah.
Okay, I immediately start running.
I'll
I-
follow.
All right.
Nobody was-
Yeah. So I will assume that everyone gives chase after Dakuda, who's running after Lord Jenkins. And Dakuda, when you throw back that flap of the tent and you reach it, you do see Jenkins there with a garrote around his neck and a tall, lanky, hairy goblinoid creature with long, droopy ears and needle-like teeth that jut out both from its lower jaw and its upper jaw. Is just holding him like on his tiptoes as he's pulling as hard as he can on this garrote around his neck. And Jenkins' face is turning beet red. And that's what we're going to pick up next week.
Nice, nice,
Thank you.
nice.
There's no way we're going to finish this fight tonight.
No.
In the 11 p.m. time limit.
So we all next week beat the shit out of that guy immediately. That's
Good
our
plan. Good plan.
I'm gonna grab him and cast Dimension Door.
Oh, okay. I
got-
was thinking the opposite. I was thinking Dimension Anchor, but I like where your head's at. I'm just there for Breath of Life. That's
Karate chop the Garrett in half. So Jenkins,
This is willing creature.
Which
but I
takes
think
off the guy's head.
Thinking I'm just gonna pick up Jenkins. That way he doesn't keep getting choked. I
oh,
don't know
nice.
if that.
Well, I karate chopped the Garrett in half.
this is just super funny because remember, like, I don't know, like 2 months ago, we were like, yeah, fuck Jenkins. He's probably in on this whole cabal.
Largo, you can bring along other things as long as the load doesn't exceed your maximum load.
Well, that might be. Well, how big is this goblin?
Right. You may also bring along one additional willing medium or smaller creature.
I was hoping that there'd be a will save.
Well, could you just Dimension Door Jenkins from being choked the fuck out?
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
I could just whisper, just be like, "Don't resist this," and just take him.
I just picture you holding his hand and singing like "We are the world, we are the children."
Just
Yeah.
like Largo jumps up on Jenkins' chest and says, "Let this happen.
We are the world,
Yeah.
we are the children.
My first thought was Dimension Door, so that's what I'm gonna do. Either Jenkins or that guy, probably Jenkins. I'll be like, "Don't resist me," and whoop, whoop, and then
Yeah,
you
this
guys
guy's
can-
gonna get fucked up.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Let's start.